Oh, everybody! Hello, and welcome. I guess to City States of Klovisa, ;:, the God War, featuring the Discovery team. Here at twitch.tv/John Dungeon Master. How are we all doing today?
Alive.
Some of us are alive.
Morning.
Not ready to die.
What a energetic bunch we are.
Yes, I see that. I'm a little tired myself. But guys, let's just go around the table real quick. Say how our Thanksgiving was, you know, how that went, and what we're all thankful for. I want to go first this time. I'm thankful for you guys, my Discovery team, who are here with me after such a long journey. And I hope, I hope you guys know what you're doing. Hey Eric, what's going on, bud?
You know, I knew you were gonna do some cheesy bullshit. As soon as you started talking, I was like, oh no, oh lord, here it comes. I have to make fun of him for being cringe.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was fine. I got my first, test for a official, like, skill certification scheduled.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
And take it in 2 weeks.
Skill.
nice.
Deep
That's
skill
good to hear.
or
soon.
He's a mage. Obviously.
Hey Runt/Gibby, how are you doing?
what guild?
Skill.
What skill?
I'm-
I'm sorry.
Hey, enough about Eric. He had his time. Runt, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. My Thanksgiving was filled with nothing but eating 5 plates of mixed colors of turkeys of the light and dark varieties, plates of mashed potatoes with sides of corn, and, you know, topping it all off with some pudding.
Yeah. Okay.
And then having a food coma for the next 3 hours.
That's good to hear. Hey Kushim, how was Australia's Thanksgiving? I know you have so much to be thankful for over there.
Well, I feel like I don't know if you're trying to do this subtly. This rubbing off of it has been so many sessions.
You know, I just...
You know.
Not sure how subtle it is, but
Dry erase, you know.
Oh, you were prepared.
I am thankful. I found there's a Thai temple in Hobart with an actual monk. So that was really nice. I went over and showed up, and everybody's really nice, and they're like, hey, stay for lunch. And so I have wonderful Thai lunch as well.
Wow.
Great.
That sounds wonderful. Hey, other John,
Nice.
my fellow Texan.
Hey, John.
You're not at
It was-
risk. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, amazing. I loved it. Gibby
Yeah.
said he was in a food coma for a few hours. At least the rest of the day, easily. And I actually had too much turkey that day.
Well, that just leaves one person here. Mr. Meager, Orion.
Yeah. My Thanksgiving was pretty nice. We had a smoked turkey, which was fantastic. Marinated glazed ham using marmalade. We did karaoke and all that, and it made me forget how dead where characters are.
Oh, well. I bet you were thankful for that moment. Now is the time where we have a recap. And does anyone owe us a recap?
Nope.
No. Which means I'm taking any volunteers.
I feel like this is such a dramatic episode. I feel like you should do it, John.
I feel like I should do it too, Gibby. When last we saw our Discovery team, we had infiltrated let me drag us to the map. We went to the province of Morning Glory. There, we did some very light investigation work during a rainy day where we met a smith named... Does anyone remember the name? Ritten, the smith. We had found him, getting his house and children taken from him by force. Unpleased with this fact, you all, on the second day of being here, split up to investigate with scrying orbs. That didn't go so well. So the next thing we did was become invisible and fly around the city. And we got rather close to the ritual site. So close, we went above it. And not only did we go above it, we fucked around in alleyways, drawing the attention of guards, getting cornered, getting trapped. And finally, in an act of desperation, not heroism, mind you, we have Meager and Kushim here. The least heroic. Oh, well, no. That's Runt. Runt's the least heroic, definitely. Middling heroicism going through your casters' minds. You decided to interrupt the ritual, Kushim and Meager. And interrupt it, you did, for about 2 combat rounds, which is roughly 12 to 13 seconds. Getting fireballed out of the sky after fireballing and throwing a pit of darkness and tentacles, you had, well, been knocked out of a fucking sky. Your surrender was demanded upon. You refused initially and got a javelin for your rejection of such peaceful terms. And eventually, under threat of death, you have submitted to the enemy, a spellcaster of high power. We'll come back to you guys, though. It is the 17th, the morning of, early day of. Runt, Yugu, and Nav are playing the famous card game 1 in a warehouse. Not to be confused with the Ugarestian pastime of Uno, a distant ancient card game. What are you three doing as microphones go silent? And, well, I guess what are you doing?
Runt will look at Nev, and he will look to Yugu, and he'll just kind of shrug and saying, "Man, that kind of sucks, huh?"
We're just going to leave them there?
For now. I mean,
Did they tell us they were getting captured? I don't remember.
yeah, they did.
Okay.
It was like the last thing they said.
Wrong music.
You know, we can't do very much. If we had all of us, we couldn't do a whole lot in this town. Not with the 50 plus guards on a single street, let alone the doubtless countless others. But you know, with our cavalry coming in soon, maybe we can do something. Right now, honestly, I think doing anything is gonna make a bad situation even worse.
What if they're dying?
Would you like to die along with them instead of waiting for the opportunity of potentially saving them?
No, thank you.
Yeah. Best case scenario, now I am not an optimist by all means, but this is looking pretty bad, so without Kushim here, we need someone to be optimistic. So best case scenario, we know they don't like demi-humans. We know they like to take them and use them for whatever weird ritual this is. Chances are they aren't going to kill them outright, which means even if they're dying, they're not dead. At least hopefully. And if they're not dead, that means they can be saved even if they're in critical condition. and I doubt they're going to be killed within the few hours that we have to wait. Now again, that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, they're already dead, and there's nothing that can be done. But if we try to stay optimistic about this, I think our best chance is to wait until we have an opening, and then we know where to go. We know where they lost transmission. So if we use that to our advantage and strike when the time is right, we might just be able to save them.
So, we're just going to play this game for a little while longer, I guess.
I mean, unless you have any better ideas, we can just play one. Maybe, I don't know, if you have the sequel too. I've heard it's pretty good.
No, have you guys played Alakazam Fold Up? Have y'all heard of that?
No.
Alright.
It's like a Robbers game.
Let me show you something.
Well, alright, but if this game doesn't turn out to be great, we can always play my special favorite card game. It's called Between Us.
Oh. Oh, yeah?
Is that you find the
Also-
perfect number in between? Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a math game. It's like
Also, don't be optimistic. It doesn't suit you.
I know. I don't want to be. It's disgusting. It's gross. I don't know how Kashim does it all the time.
You know, I'm not convinced he's a person sometimes.
Whoa! Like,
Hey.
what do you mean by that, buddy?
Well, no, not like I mean, he
Humanoid?
lived.
I was gonna
obviously,
transition us, but now we're dedicated. We're gonna fulfill this one, Eric.
No, just like he's such a caricature. Like he's like one of the many
You would say he's like a mascot more than he is a
Fuckface.
person.
no,
Like neat.
no, the wizard. The biggest asshole wizard that we know.
Oh yeah,
Ozark.
he still is. Oh,
No, Ozark.
Oh.
He's
The
like
other
he's
one.
like one of the many Ozarks. I'm convinced that there is a
So-
real Kushim somewhere else, and we're just interacting with a not
I mean,
100%
Kushim simulacrum.
Yeah, exactly.
If we've been traveling the simulacrum this whole time, who cares if this one dies? But I mean, I'm on the off chance that he isn't a simulacrum. We're gonna keep him alive because obviously the simulacrums have proven to be kind of useful. And if he dies, this one has Neat with him, and you know, Neat doesn't like anyone else. So, for that reason alone, he's worth keeping alive.
No, I'm not saying we shouldn't keep him alive. I'm just like,
I mean, in terms of like,
have y'all ever got that like vibe or like that thought before? You know?
Maybe we should just save our friends because they have saved our lives before. You know, they.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
They
I'm
did
not
jump in front of that
saying
blast of
no.
magic
I'm not.
missiles.
I'm not saying no.
We're
like I
gonna
was ever
transition. I'm cutting in.
suggesting.
You guys will stay on this subject matter until something happens.
One plays a +8.
Holy
Flip the
shit!
table.
I'm glad I erased this because even if I don't kill your characters, Kushim is dead. Holy
I love you,
fuck.
John.
Eric, fucking murderer.
Even if he doesn't die physically, he'll be dead on the inside.
We're gonna
You
cut.
said-
Yes?
You said we were the least heroic bunch of our team.
I seem to have misjudged, and I apologize if I offended you. We're going to jump back to Meager and Kushim. Is one of you unconscious right now? I can't remember HP.
Aren't they both?
No,
Both
not
I-
really.
conscious.
I
But
healed
barely.
Kushim with a healing potion, thinking that he would escape without me.
Well then.
Thanks for that.
abandoned, you all have, well, you both, not you all, excuse me, have surrendered. But before they completely disarm and steal your cool walkie-talkies, now would be the moment we declare any immediate actions that could take place in about 2 rounds. There's on my map, which I'm not going to reveal because I'm going to have to reset it potentially soon. There is a person within 5 feet of you, both, with Meager sort of standing in front of Kushim, who is prone. Above you, I think 30-ish, 35 feet high, are a number of crossbow / javelin wielding warriors, as well as this cleric person who had cast fireball upon you. True sorcerer armament, yellow and red robes, with a big bopping staff in his hand, which comes up into a sun motif or something similar of it. I need immediate actions from you both, if any.
From just looking at him, is he a wizard?
No. Definitely not. Wrong music again. Come on, John. You would have immediately sensed if he was a wizard. He is clearly not a wizard.
I'd like to look at the tower and the nearest shade and say, "Ah, shade." I'll wait half a second to see if he pops up.
He pops up. Which is kind of weird since you're on your back lying prone and you're like, "Ah, shade." And then shade on your left periphery, a little way behind Meager, is just kind of clipping through the ground, like vertical. So you like see his like vague top half kind of like looking at you.
Looks like I'm going to be burned alive here in the center of this province of Morning Glory. Look to the tower.
Delay until nightfall, and then shade disappears.
Can only hope to see another sunrise. Make it through this night.
Alright, that was Kushim. Meager.
Meager is still kind of shell-shocked at the fact that Kashim decided that we would surrender. And it's just standing still, just looking towards Kashim at this.
As I'm saying this, I'm gonna... Sorry. Can I put my eye as I look to Meager? Hopefully that's...
Holding your face. You do such. But it sounds like outside of simple communication or staring like a bystander, this guy, this sergeant at arms wearing plate mail with a big ol' shield that currently isn't equipped, it's not strapped or anything, but wearing plate mail, wearing dope-ass looking armor, an insignia of the sun, completely shaven head, a star symbol, an 8-pointed star on his forehead that runs all the way down to the tip of his nose. He will come and kick arcane focuses off of people, strip everyone of component pouches. He knows you're both spellcasters. You were both flying around invisibly for a time. And more or less unequip you. Now, this does not truly hamper spellcasting. It only gets rid of any spells that require non-GP value magical components. So you still have access to somatic and verbal component spells right now, so keep that in mind. But he kicks them. And as he comes down and places you to the sword, more or less readying actions to kill one of you should you begin to cast a spell, other more shitty guards will begin to arrive. And if you guys don't have anything you want to immediately do, such as detonate a fireball on yourselves.
I would if we could.
Okay. Well, as these people tackle you, we will cut to black as they will bludgeon you into unconsciousness and steal all your shit, more or less.
I'd just like to say it takes twice as long to bludgeon me into unconsciousness because of my resistance to bludgeoning damage.
That's fine, but they have advantage since you're prone right now, so neener.
I don't know if they can hit my AC.
There is a brief struggle, and as you are beaten up into submission, we will come back to you guys. John has to clean up this battlefield a little bit, since a lot of these people are dead. Okay. John has to look at something real fast. Don't worry about it. No one worry.
I'm worried.
John's just checking his APIs and his scripts and... Perfect.
Stuff is happening.
Everything's working as intended. John is very happy with this. Okay. Hours will go by. At least 4 hours. And we are just going to jump back and forth between our separated party. And we're going to start with the warehouse crew. So warehouse crew, you know who you are. You hear a rather loud and alarming banging on the door. It is abrupt, it is not secretive at all, and it echoes within your, little sanctuary here.
Runt's gonna unsheath his weapon. He's gonna look to Nav and Yu, give a nod, and say, "Ready, but don't strike yet." And then he's gonna go and peek to see who's at the door.
As you peek, you see a few figures. All of them looking suspicious. There's gonna be... Where's my dice? Probably not a lot. Probably 2 to 3? 2 people. Their backs not directly to you. Their sides to you as they are clearly like looking down the alleyway. And as you peek open the door, they detect the motion, see you, and Runt, give me a charisma check to see if you recognize these people. 'Cause you may have seen them before.
Ooh. 13.
You do not recognize them at all. One is a... Actually, who... John's checking his characters real quick.
Was it the people from the umbrella shop?
No. It is someone you don't recognize. But who clearly does not belong in this city. They are not wearing a uniform. They're plainclothes right now, but it is not like the fashion that you had tried to pass yourselves off with.
I see.
One is a young, early 20s female. The other is... John's looking... 2 young women are there. One has a spear, not like pulled out, like a short spear that's maybe like 4 feet long at most. and a shield. The other one seems to just be barehanded right now. They are wearing hoods with cloaks and are trying to obscure themselves in this light drizzle going on.
Ron's gonna ask a quick question. Who are you?
They look at you, look back at the alleyway, and they say, "Your friend has been captured." Or your friends, I should say. What are your plans?
Can I do an insight check?
Can you word it better?
'Cause
how
I want to
fucking
see
dare
if
you?
I want to. Okay. Listen, all right. I got too used to people fucking asking me for flat out checks. Anyway,
fault.
I want to see. I want to see if they can be trustworthy. If they're like, okay, let me rephrase because you obviously said they're suspicious. I want to see if they are, if they're like nervous because of the people. I'm trying. It's really hard for me to word now. Do I think that they might be on our side? There it is.
I don't think that's a check-worthy question. They may or may not be. You don't know, Runt.
Okay.
You don't get insight just because, like, do I know this person?
Well, no, I don't know what the intent for that question is. Like, I don't know if they're asking me to, like,
Exactly.
I don't know if they're spies and trying to learn our plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll just simply say to them, "We're gonna rescue them soon."
You don't have much time. And with that, they just leave immediately. It's maybe like 1 p.m. They dart off. The door you can shut or peek around. You don't see anyone in your alleyway right now. But if two people found you, they found you through some kind of means.
Alright, boys. Bad news. Looks like we can't wait for the cavalry. Looks like we're gonna have to fuck around and find out for ourselves.
So which of you is going first then?
Runt looks at Nev. I think it's
What?
actually best if, Now, I'm not a very good strategist, but my plan was to do a sort of, almost turtle strategy, where me and Nav soak up the front while you stay directly behind us. So if anyone tries to rush you, the two of us can stop them. Staying pretty close behind us. But if you need some space, you can take it, but we're basically gonna wall you off. There's only the three of us left, so we're gonna be very conservative with how we deal with people.
Okay, sounds good. I can cast aid on the three of us? Don't die so easily? Sounds good to me, yeah.
Works for me.
I will upcast aid to third level. So 10
Okay.
temporary, or 10 maximum hit points. I'm sorry.
Okay, you guys give each other, or you give the three of you a bonus of plus 10 to your maximum HP. Healing for that as well.
It seems that we truly don't have much time, according to, some random strangers. They are definitely not from here, though. They 100% are not Fresnoth's people. Though whose people they are, I have no idea. They might even be another one of our teams, one of the infiltration teams. But, that being said, I see two options now. We are going to try and break in. The two options are, do we go guns blazing, or do we want to create a big distraction first? And by distraction, I mean burning some houses down.
do not want to do too much pointless burning. Maybe you could do it in a way to slow them down, like the patrols or something
Well,
like that.
that's what I was thinking. Is get a few of the houses or just buildings that are near where we're trying to go. Maybe pull some people off. Something, anything that we won't have to be fighting their full force. It's either that or just going in and wishing for the best. I'm strapped for ideas, fellas.
Don't have anything too flashy.
I don't.
I can make a puddle of oil. We set the building on fire real fast. You know.
I mean, all it takes is to have one fireplace. You take a piece of wood and you just throw it somewhere in the house.
Well, it's been raining like the whole time we've been here. We also don't know how
Oh, yeah, that is-
Well, I mean,
anything
I
will
can
actually catch.
I can break inside the house and then burn
Well,
it from
yeah.
the inside. It's my idea.
Yeah, but even then, it's not going to spread that much. Which, I mean, might be for the best, but we also don't know that the guards will even give a fuck.
That's true. That's why I'm saying I don't know. I just don't. We don't have a lot of time. We can't play one anymore. As unfortunate as that is.
Almost won.
I know you almost won your first one with one, but
One.
one must think
One, it gets
that
ya.
now is not the time for one more game.
How about I jump to the other people real quick and let you three strategize through text? Message each other. I know you have a secret Discord, and if you don't, you have the Thursday chat. We are going to jump to Meager first, because Meager, you will awaken in an entirely different place. You will be on a cart. Like a... Not... Oh my god, I'm forgetting it. You know the wagons with the fucking canvas rooftops? What are those called? A covered wagon? Yeah, you're on a covered wagon. With a few other people who... One of whom is definitely a wizard. If they know they're a wizard, you're not sure because they're barely giving off any, magical wizard vibes. You are clearly their, wizard superior. The other people around you, demi-humans all, not so sure what their deal is, but a lot of them look beaten, bruised and battered, kind of like how you feel. One person is just unconscious, manacled to the people at their flank. You two look at your arms and legs. You're manacled right now. You don't have, hand motions at the moment, but you're not, gagged or anything. So now you're down to verbal component only. And you look left and right. You're in, the middle of the cart right now. There's maybe 4 people on either side of you. You're all packed in. You don't see any, metal bars keeping you in here, but there's this canvas roof keeping the rain off you all. And you look forward, I guess, where the coach's front is, and you see just a wooden wall. So you can't see the people currently driving you. You look to your right, open exit. Clearly, you could, in theory, if you weren't manacled, jump straight out and be out on the street somewhere. You see buildings passing you by just a little bit away. You're not sure exactly where you're going, but you are here now, Meager. Kushim nowhere in sight.
So I think they split us up, and I don't recognize the area. Is this just one long... Can I tell if, it's sloping all the street?
Sloping? Like going up
Yes,
or downhill?
Yeah, because I know that
Yeah.
the innermost city is
A good
Downhill.
memory right there. You are going uphill, which means you're going away from the center. In which direction you're currently unsure, since you can't see the sun. You can't really see the sky truly. I mean, you have a little bit of an angle there, but it's mostly like street and then like road, as well as the people directly around you.
Hi. Do they look like they changed my clothes at all? Like, changed me out of my normal clothes and put me in a different one, or
They
just
have
take
been
all my stuff?
They've taken all of your stuff. Pockets have been thoroughly searched, but they did not like strip you and then throw you in like a potato sack. Your inventory is essentially gone. If you want to just start deleting shit, by all means, go ahead.
I don't really have anything I can do. Like, the only people I can see is the other people in the cart. They all seemed manacled.
Yep.
Are the manacles in any way connected to the cart itself?
No, you are solely connected to your neighbor. Or I suppose neighbors, if you're not.
Oh, it's like a chain link.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyone else awake?
Yeah. There are 8 of you in total. At least 3. A few people just look despondent and, like, clearly not in the talking mood. But one of the older people was like, oh, I wonder where we're going. Completely oblivious to the clear signs of danger you are all currently in.
Anyone been on this trip before?
No! The older person, a older woman, says. Maybe in her late 60s, early 70s. She's like, this is the first time I've ever been picked.
Well, I assume you all just got ransacked in your homes and brought here?
Yes, how'd you know? Are you a psychic? They said I'm a psychic.
Okay. Can you read the person's mind that's writing or driving the cart?
I'm not an actual psychic. They just said I was.
Enough.
I thought you were the psychic.
That's not how it works now.
Oh.
And that's all me.
Alrighty. Let's end you with a cliffhanger, Maker. As you just kind of quietly sit and this old woman begins to pester the people around them, you will hear a slight commotion coming from the front of your cart. You will hear some clanging of metal and armor, and then you will hear the telltale signs of a explosive device going off. But before we come back to you, we're gonna go to Kushim real quick. Hey, Kushim.
Hello, friend.
You are not in a cart. You have been shifted into what can only be described as a murderous ritual circle. So as you come to, you're like not in one of the circles right now, But you're like leaned up against a column, and above you, maybe 15, 10 feet, is a fortification and parapet where a few guards are kind of like patrolling around, those same javelin crossbow guys. Clearly up to no good, or looking for things up to no good. Looking at eye level, or in some people's ass levels, this is probably like the same elevation a runt is constantly at. So you're looking at a lot of butts of some moving clerics. You can clearly tell they're clerics. They have the whole air of like authority, which is undeserved and arrogant as well. You see the same like guy who swatted you out of the air with a fireball. He is currently talking to an like super old, crazy white beard that just like Ozark level beard almost. Completely shaven head except for like a very crappy like monk rim that is like jaw level. So it's like beard, and then hair that goes to like the nape of his neck down. It's super weird, like rather unsightly, and pure albino white. He just like has this perpetual scowl on his face too. He just looks like an angry dude. The man who swatted you out of the sky with a fireball could not be happier. He seems to just be overjoyed with like enthusiasm, we'll just call it. There are 4 dead bodies at these 2 men's feet. Burned out vestments of clerics with a few others kind of like going through their charred flesh and clothing that is sort of fused together and like taking out the holy symbols and like putting them on their foreheads as if like doing some very weird and icky last rites. And then I will describe to you the rituals themselves as you blink awake, having been beaten and separated from Neat, who you will find is in the hand of the guy who shot a fireball at you. There are 8, well, technically 9, but 8 outside braziers that are... John's actually gonna check to see how wide they are. About 10 feet in diameter. So each one of these is separated into like 4, 4, 4, 4, and then there's a space, and then 4, 4, 4, 4, and a ring, a loose oval ring coming towards you. These braziers have strange yellow, golden lights surrounding them, sigils marked below them, which is nearly double their size. You can tell these sigils are not, like, carved into the stone floor which you are currently sitting on, but are, like, an inch above it, and like a hologram almost, and, like, rotating around the fires that are burning. Originally, you saw these from the sky with people chained to them. You see those people no longer. This all surrounds a rather large, maybe 40 foot? No, 30 foot diameter, like, red, bloody rune carving that sits at the center of this fortress that you are in. And directly in the center of that is a rather large brass bowl. That's almost as big as the braziers around you. In this big brass bowl, there is a radiant yellow, gold, orange-hued flame that seems to be fueled by no immediate source that you can see. The bowl itself is rather shallow in height, but it is very wide. And this flame just sort of like is hovering in front, or in the center of that as well. And that is where these people are talking. Why don't you give me a perception check?
What do I smell?
Yeah, what do you smell? the final thing that I should mention for free, and just...
Oh, for God's sake.
You know, you've just been beaten the hell out of. You just got fucking knocked around. Neat's not there anymore. You're like, where's Neat? He's been helping you. You look up to the sky, and we all know Destry is like perpetually overcast. Likely a vampire enchantment to keep the sun, or the direct sunlight, out of their realm. Directly above you, around this fortress, is a hole in that overcast sky. You can see the blues and white clouds far, far above you, just letting natural sunlight in, which is strange in a way. It's just like you've been through days of just being through like storms and rainwater, and now you're like dry, and like sunlight is actually rather warm because it's summer, rather than that like pervasive chill and mugginess that you've been dealing with. Is there anything you want to do or say, or are you just gonna like try to eavesdrop? What's going through Kushim's mind right now?
I think he wants to see. I think despite the situation, knowing that he is alive for the moment, I think he wants to check out in this tower. What are its architectural features? Who built it? How long ago?
Give me a history check. Fuck it.
Ah, yes, his dying thought. Rocks.
Clearly, whatever the hell this shit is some like weird, like baseline. Your environment has to be like vampire archaeology. You're in a domain that was originally ruled by vampires for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And these guys, whatever the hell is going on, is something that is bastardizing that significantly.
I'm upset by the intrusion of the present on the past, but I would like to, eavesdrop. Hear what they're saying.
Alright, well that was what the original perception check was for.
Well,
So, I will instead... Not ready to die. I'm not ready to die, Umbler. That's your fucking username. Oh my god. I just looked at it.
I saw it at first and I was like, oh, the thing's broken. Like, I thought it was code, and then I looked at it closer and
No.
I was like, oh my fucking god.
I saw it and I was like, that's excellent. I don't want to say anything because I know Joanne
Ah.
Winkler looks at her names.
Rumble Roar, thank you for pointing that out to me. You eavesdrop in, and the concussion that you must have is getting in the way of, like, most of the meat of the conversation. But you're, like, getting snippets as you're, like, coming to. And it's more or less like, alright, old guy is, like, mad at super happy guy, and... something Fresnoth may be showing up. That's all you really get.
that's fair. I'll take it.
Eventually, if you don't move, the old man will approach you, Kushim. Not necessarily noticing you are awake. He will cast a spell upon you. Where's my d4?
Alright, am I shackled, manacled,
No,
restrained?
not at all. You don't have your... you still don't have your stuff, but you have full control of your hands and your feet and your mouth.
Okay.
Did you want to do
That's
something?
it.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
Cool. He will cast a spell upon you, and it will be a revitalizing spell. Strangely revitalizing, as he utters his word to tell you to wake the fuck up. And he will heal you for 1d4 plus 5. Where's my d4? Here it is. For max, for 9 points of healing. Just casually casting a spell. He looks down upon you as you greet him back. And John thinks for a second to see what this old man wants to get out of you. He will interrogate you and say, "Who ordered you to come here?"
Oh, I think we both know I'm not supposed to say that.
Yes, I do. But it will make it easier for yourself.
How will it make it easier?
I won't have to torture you.
Oh, I don't think I would like being tortured. How would you torture me?
He looks to the 9 different sources of fire around him. And states, "I have some ideas in mind."
What ideas do you have in mind?
He stares at you for a very long time.
Fail an insight check. I'll stare back. My bug eyes don't blink.
Okay, have it your way. And he will more or less just stand up. And 2 clericy boys will begin to drag you to a brazier and burn you.
Oh, I see. The fire. No, thank you. What do you want to know?
They stop. The old man looks back at you. "Who sent you here?"
We came with him because of Tyrant of Tulst.
He processes for a moment. "How many of you are there?"
Just us two.
This was a suicide mission?
It wasn't supposed to be a suicide mission. I don't want to die. But, you know, sometimes you have to. What are you trying to do here, actually? They didn't really tell us much.
He looks at the way too happy guy who's just like, "I'm so happy, this is great," and who is holding neat as well. The old man stares at his companion for a little while, who's just spectating, and then looks back down at you. "What is the tyrant's ultimate goal for Destry?"
That's a good question. I've been wondering that myself.
How close to you are him? Or how close to you? How close is he to you?
You good, John?
No, I'm not. I'm having a stroke.
See him close good.
He,
Was
yes.
very.
Dolphin, flamingo,
Very.
tango, tattoo. Yes.
Foxtrot. Yeah, I'll say, how close does Kushim think he is to the tyrant? We're not very close. I think you understand.
Okay.
That much, at least. What's your name?
He ignores all of your questions. I don't think he has any more.
Can I roll persuasion to get him to tell
No,
me?
I need you to roll.
I-
Well, yeah, I guess you can roll persuasion. You're not being truly deceptive here.
I'm just kidding. With that.
No, I still want it. I still want it.
Okay. You want deception or persuasion or?
What are you trying to be here when you talk to this person?
I think Kushim is trying to be a little bit deceptive here. I feel like, yeah.
Okay. Then let's see it.
Hopefully that's
Okay.
good enough.
The old man leans up, stretches his back. You can hear like a pop, and he's like, "Oh." He pauses for a moment, like truly feeling his age, and looks to the happy guy, and he says, "Duplan, you may use this one as you will." And Duplan is just so happy with that. Like, oh, he really likes being given permission. He's like, "Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much." And the old man will, I suppose, leave. He will head out to the eastern gate on this little fortress. Be let out, where you can see some like entourage of his, more clerics and armored dudes, but not nearly as armored as the people up here and around you. And he will kind of take off. And Duplan, the chaplain with his new toy, your arcane focus and friend Neat, will look at your little staff here, your rod of alarming, and he will like squat down and look at you with, oh, he's so happy, Kushim, and it's like, you know, there's this voice in my head, and it's just so illuminating. What has this one told you?
Yawn.
And he's like shaking Neat around.
It told me, what has it? It told me a little bit about your faith, about your precepts. Devotion,
Yes, it's
rules.
been telling me about my faith as well.
Oh, what has it told you?
That you and I, for what little time we have together, are going to be the best of friends, Kushim. And with that, we're going to cut to Runt, Nav, and Yugu as we continue to up the drama. You all have created a plan? Question mark?
I
Question
wouldn't
mark?
call it a plan, but we have come up with something.
Okay.
I guess. How far away is Ritten's house from our little abode?
Ritten's house?
Yeah, or like not his house, his workshop where we saw him.
Let me get you the exact details. Nope, that's the City of Blinding Lights. Where are...
Now we're in the city of burning lights. Haha.
Ha ha ha. Alright, you are here. He was here. You are a mile and a half away. If you're, as the crow flies, probably closer to 2 if you took that same route you initially did.
So it wouldn't take us too long if we were to run to his house.
No.
If he were... Okay. So you guys want to run to Ritten's house to check on to see if he's there, and then do what we talked about?
I want to run 10 feet behind Nav wherever he is going.
How specific.
Yeah, so we're gonna go and check on Ritten and see if he's got that pipe bomb ready.
Cool. You will leave the warehouse, and you are all immediately met with a heavy atmosphere. You can... Kind of like how a bird senses that a Tyrannosaurus Rex is in the forest, and it, like, quiets down. You all feel this tension in the atmosphere around you as you begin to head off into the dreary streets of Destry's province of Morning Glory. You will notice that you find no sounds. You hear no sounds and see no sights of the local populace. It seems like a lot of people have gone to ground, especially in this area, which is like in the poorer district. But you can start heading, what is it, eastward? Yeah, eastward. You will come to one of the main crossways. You don't see any parading people here. You see, like, regular guard presence. But you don't see, like, the army that was, like, marching around. Instead, you see, like, a scattered patrol of, like, groups of 2 just kind of walking around.
Okay, and we can...
Didn't you say there was a bunch of guys here? No.
There were. I'm guessing they got moved somewhere. That might be a good indication that things are already happening. Do we want to continue heading towards Ritten and take a chance with moving past these guards? Or do we want to go straight for the tower?
I'll put my hand up and shove Nav a little bit. He can go wherever he wants.
Alright, big boy, what's your call? Kill people here or kill people back there?
If we're gonna have to kill people, back there would be better, because... And he's gonna pause. And he's gonna, like, look down at Yugu. And then he's gonna lean in a little closer to Runt and be like, we know we're dying, but we might as well kill as many of them. Ergo, we need our resources.
Okay. I think this should be suffice to say that Ritten has done his job and has riled up the populace as much as he could. So let's go do what we do best and fucking murder people.
And or fuck other things up.
That would be nice.
All
right, we're gonna head towards the known location of Kushim and our boy, the wizard, the enemy, Meeker.
Okay. You will start heading downwards. It will start as a very soft decline. But as you enter the nicer area of town, you will notice more and more guard presence who will spot you. So I need to know, first of all, what your goal is and how you're going about that goal.
Their goal is to make it to the place that they told us about and described to us without being seen as long as possible. So getting as close as possible without being seen for as long as possible.
Okay. Well, people will spot you, so I assume you mean, like, guard presence, right?
Specifically guards, yeah, because, like, if
Okay.
other people see us, it's like, whatever, but if guards see us and try to stop us, that's really what we want to avoid.
Okay. Then I need stealth checks from you all. With, of
Here we go.
course, Eric's at disadvantage because he's wearing heavy armor.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Not bad.
Don't count your chickens yet.
That's 2 out of 3. Oh,
Nine.
that's not terrible.
Not
Disadvantage.
terrible for disadvantage.
It's still a 9.
It is.
I mean, yeah.
You will get through the first section of the city, no problem. The guard are not in this location in force just yet. The second ring. Okay. The second ring, after getting through a few alleyways, a few houses in, is where you will be spotted. Armed people, a cohort, a small group, will see you. Maybe they saw you when you darted across the street. I mean, it's literally just like 500 feet of just fucking dashing as fast as you can. But still, that's a rough thing to get through. And as you make it to the buildings, a patrol will see you, call out to you, but they are over. That's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty bad. They are maybe 100 feet away from you at the moment.
Are
Calling
they
out.
in this? Are they in the same direction that we want to go?
Yes, they are.
Okay, Runt's gonna look to Nav and say, "All right, we're gonna play this cool, and then when they get close, we're gonna murder them."
I'm glad we think the same way sometimes.
All right, we're going to approach them. Runt's gonna put his hands up as they approach, not on his weapon. He does have his shield on now, though.
Yes.
It doesn't do anything right now, but he does have it on.
You will see some of those guys that you had fought before. I call them Vedestri regulars. They wear chain, they have a shield, they look rather tough and menacing and carry close-range weapons such as swords and shields, pole weapons like halberds, and at most for range capability like javelins. Not like strength-based medieval type soldier dudes. And there are up to 8 of them. John will see how many there are.
That's really
Good
bad.
amount. Yeah.
Well,
There are 6 of them.
Oh,
Yeah. And they call out to you. They say, "Hark! Who goes there with your metal automaton?"
oh, we're just some travelers. You know how it is.
Alright, give me some deception checks. Give it to me at disadvantage, all of you. One's a bright red lizard guy, the other's a fucking metal four-eyed abomination. And Runt, you ooze with malintent. You grew up.
Oh, wow.
That was disgusting.
They're like,
Maybe I
"Oh
should
yeah,
let that
that
bard do the
red
talking."
demi-human totally belongs here. I love the lizard folk." Okay.
okay. The one time my robot is off, you know.
Your
Big
psychic mind. You begin
thinking
to
too
eject
much.
thoughts. Just yelling at them. You all definitely pique their awareness. And I suppose both groups know what the fuck's going on here. Weapons are drawn. You guys are ready for a fight, right?
Yep.
Oh,
If they come within 5 feet, we're immediately attacking them.
They get within like 60 feet when they begin to attack, we will say.
Okay.
John does not have a map prepared. So instead of a combat map, we will go to our city map. Never before seen, but hinted at that he has had this entire time. Which
Yes.
John has had this entire time.
a city map.
There it
Yes.
is.
This is the city map, and this will probably be a rather quick fight, but 6 regulars will appear. And we're just going
It sounds
to...
like such an insult.
Yes. I mean...
The regulars. It's like calling somebody a Hanzo main.
Is that the regulars?
Nope, wrong side. Be in the north. Where is my Thursday party? Yugu, you are 10 feet away from Nav. Nav, there's your token. There we go. Okay, holy shit, Nav has 70 fucking hit points. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
because of aid. I have 63.
Yes.
Sick.
Please increase your maximum health totals.
I'm using it as temp HP because I know it's gonna go away eventually. So it's
Okay.
easy for me to keep track of.
Alright, they are within 60 feet of you. And this is where we roll for initiative.
Hell
Where's
yeah.
my group?
Let's go. Natural 20 to
Oh,
start.
man. That's very good. Have we all done?
These guys are pretty fast.
Okay. We're going to try to speed through this combat real quick. Because I don't think these guys have a shot of killing any of you. But we're going to find out. Okay. This is definitely a skirmish. The streets surround you. These 6 men ready weapons and prepare to charge in a rank and file assault. Runt, your first act.
What would it be to take out my... Because I currently have sword and board, so what would it be to take out a bow and shoot a shot?
It would be an action to unstrap the shield. And then a free
Okay.
item interaction to draw your bow.
In that case, I am going to do... Oh, never mind. I can't steady aim, so I suppose what I will do is move up 30 feet on the map, and then I'm going to use my action and take the dodge action.
Okay, so you run up and start... you prepare to get hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Prepare to dodge and block.
Well, you ran 30 feet up. You guys were 60 feet away. He runs 30 feet with his speed, and he will attack you at disadvantage. There's no way he's gonna fucking hit. And 17?
That will actually hit,
Nice.
because I don't have shield bonus.
For 8 slashing damage.
Ow.
This one will move 2,000 feet, apparently. Not being in base contact with Nav, who's still 30 feet behind. And he will ready an attack. Choosing not to engage. This one will run to... Well, they're all probably just going to beat the hell out of Runt, since he's right there. So, frontliners missed that one, though. Yugu.
Good.
I will run up the 30 feet to get within range of the people engaged on Runt. And I will cast Intangible Force. Ooh,
Nice.
the damage kind of sucks.
What is Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
It is an illusion spell. I want him to think his armor is on fire. Is a DC 15 intelligence save, I think.
Oh, no. Which person? Just any of the ones who attacked?
Any of
or-
them want to engage melee with Run. It doesn't really matter.
Okay. This phantasm includes blah, blah, blah. The target can use its action to examine the phantasm. The target realizes... I just like that idea of like, huh, I'm on fire. Let's calmly examine my situation.
This fire burns differently than real fire.
While target is affected by the spell, the target treats the phantasm as if it were real. Target rationalizes any illogical outcome from interacting with the phantasm. For example, a target attempting to walk across a phantasmal bridge that spans a chasm falls once it steps onto the bridge. Target survives the fall, it believes the bridge exists, and comes up with the other explanation for its fall. It was pushed, it slipped. Okay. An affected target is so convinced of a phantasm's reality that it can't even take it can even take damage from the illusion. Okay. And you want his armor to be like heated up, like the heat metal spell, or
More like
on
the
fire?
cloth
actively?
underneath is actually on fire, like
Okay.
burning in.
Cool. I will just do the guy in front because that seems reasonable.
Okay.
And -1 it. They fail. They're on
Nice.
fucking fire. Ah! He starts screaming in pain. And
Do we see it, or is
No.
he
It's
It's
just
an illusion.
like on
He just-
random?
yeah, he just starts like going full schizo and
Yeah,
like,
like yeah.
starts batting at his body.
And I will bonus action. Bardic Inspiration. I'll give it to Bunt. Why
Cool.
not? I don't know what these guys will do, but it's scary.
This guy, was a backliner. He has a pole arm. He will come and pole arm Runt in the face for a 17 to hit you.
Jesus. Yep.
For another 10.
I'll use my reaction to uncanny dodge that for 5.
Understood. And the final back guy will do the same. He will shift here just to denote him. He will pole arm you. Missing. Nav, it's your turn. Such combat. Such excitement.
So if I go in front of the one who's slightly ahead of anybody else, I'm not in contact with the prepared guy, right?
He wields a pole arm, so chances are, yeah.
So he would. Okay.
Not that you care, but... Well, maybe you do. You're just, like, 23 AC right now? Like, what?
No, if that's the case, I'm just gonna walk like straight up to prepared polearm guy.
Okay. His readied attack will go off for a natural 20, dealing 13 points of slashing damage on you.
11.
You gotta love it. Oh, people
Quick
can't see
math.
that.
11, not 13. Quick maths.
Oh, shit, yeah. Quick maths. I did not do them. I thought it was a 9.
So if I were to receive healing right now because of aid, could I go to 70 or is it gone once
Yes.
the...
No,
You
it's
can
max
go back.
HP.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we did... Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
And then... I just closed my character sheet for no reason. I still need
Nice.
that.
Good job.
I forgot how to roll 20 apparently.
I feel you.
Just
I'm just
roll
gonna
the dice.
swing at him
Come on.
twice because that's what I do.
Oh my god. The 23 will hit for 15 points of
Nice.
piercing and lightning damage. You chunk him heavily, hurting him bad. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
all I got.
The final regular in initiative order will see the true threat before him. Come here and pull arm you again now for 20 to hit.
Nope.
No. Okay. What is your AC for the viewers at home?
21.
Nice.
Nice.
Runt. That brings it to you. You just got slapped a little.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the guy who's on fire. I'm gonna take a deep breath as I prepare my sword, bonus action steady aim, and strike at the man on fire.
He's not on fire. He's just freaking out.
I know.
Okay.
But
Cool.
The vulnerable one.
the vulnerable
20
one.
barely hits him. You hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I will hit him for
Whew.
23 damage.
23 damage will bring him to 5. I'm shifting your character just so that everyone can see his hit points.
Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
that will be it for me.
Okay. The Fresnoth regular who swung at you swings again. How dare you stab my friend?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm
Uh,
uncanny dodging that.
6 plus 7 is 13. Got it this
It'll do
time.
6.
Cool. This one next to Nav will pull arm Nav. Missing. The one on fire will fucking... Does he have to... Okay, I need to scroll up real quick.
Yeah, when does he take damage?
It's a weird spell. It's at the start.
Why
of
would you
Titan.
fucking do it then?
Because it's an illusion.
Amazing spell.
It is.
He will take the disengage action and run the fuck away because he's on fire. And he's screaming, "Ah! Help me!" And now it's Yugu's turn, so he makes another save.
He just takes a d6, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
only
it's
way he can.
It's a second level spell dealing a
Yeah,
d6. Who
it's
cares?
not a lot of damage, honestly. But it might
You-
kill him for 5 psychic.
You still fucking kill him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Although unburning, his mind cannot handle the stress and his energy shield goes to 0. You sap it from him with your domination. What do you do?
I will.
Does your spell end now? I assume it does.
Yeah, once he dies.
Okay.
I possess the mind of a dead man.
Yeah, can you like follow him into the afterlife with that?
Chase him into other planes. I should be 30 feet away from both Vunt and Nav, right?
Assuming
Yeah.
it.
I will step up like 10 feet to try and hit these 3 guys with Bane.
Bane.
Ooh.
Okay. We're burning through all the spells. This is a wisdom? I want to say charisma. Ooh. DC 15? That's 4.
Nice.
I meant to do
Ooh.
3. But they all
D4.
fail and will subtract a D4 on their subsequent attacks.
And saving throw. Wow.
Wow.
Don't broke, don't fix it. Bardic Inspiration to Nav this time.
Nice.
And I'm going to run back the...
Alright,
leftover
like
20
a
feet I have.
coward, they call out, "You
Run for
are
my
a
life."
coward, you shitty lizard man!
You're doing great,
We'll
lizard
burn
man.
your souls and
We'll
kill
burn
your
them to death.
friends." And this guy
Can't
who has
kill
just
my
been
friends, they're in front of
banged,
me.
He pull arms our boy Runt because he's in range of Runt for a that won't hit.
Miss.
This one will swing at Runt. We have God and anime on our side. 14.
Misses.
Cool. Nav, we bring it to you.
I'm going to swing at the one I damaged. I can only, even though I have 2 swings, I can only be directed at one, right?
No, you can split them up.
No, so I can do 1 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm gonna do 1 on. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Don't forget
Yeah.
you have Bardic Inspiration in case you really want to make sure he dies.
Yeah. I was
It has a
thinking
little
about it,
baby
but-
smite attached to it.
Let's take your first swing, and if you miss or if you hit, you hit. An 18. This guy has a pole arm, so you will hit him. If he had a shield, you would have missed. For 7 and 4, what is that?
11.
11?
11.
11, bringing him to 2 hit points.
You little fucker.
I live, bitch!
On the
Now
thing,
he's
dude.
dead.
Oh, fuck. Rip. He's like, I live! And then you catch him in the throat with a pickaxe.
Bam!
Alright. He electrocutes in the rain, acting like he's tased as he collapses into a body of chainmail on the ground. Bringing us to the last guy who just saw that, and he's like, I've still got God on my side. You ain't nothing but a trick-ass hoe. Missing entirely. Runt! It's your turn.
Same deal. I'm going to steady aim and go for this guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That will hit.
Kia for
21?
22.
22. Bringing him to 2 HP.
And I will laugh as blood seeps from his armor.
You may laugh at me, but soon you will become like me. For a 23, that will hit
That'll
regardless,
hit.
right?
Yeah, I'll uncanny dodge it though for half.
You
For
do
5.
so. And he will spit on you as his bonus action becomes this guy's turn. This guy is a corpse. This guy is a corpse, bringing us to Yugu's turn. Yugu, you are concentrating on Bane.
I will just vicious mock this guy in front of Runt.
Okay.
Looks pretty dead to me. What's the? It's 15 still, right? Yeah.
I think he's gonna
It's
fail.
2d4. Wow.
Twice as
Right.
many D4.
Yeah, he fails.
Ho ho ho.
And he dies. Blech. What
I
do you
spit on
say
his
as
grave.
you mock him to his grave?
Oh, I had a whole Google Drive for this. Hang on.
Oh.
1 second.
Let's go.
Man, I was ready to be a stupid mockingbird.
As God intended.
Mascot.
Well, while that happens, I'm going to attack Nav again. Or not Nav. Runt, that's your name.
Neat.
The
for
25
this-
will hit you. What about
Who's
the
this?
17? What's your AC, Runt?
17, 16, so roll Bane for the 17. Because if you
Roll.
roll 2 or higher, then it misses.
Okay, I don't
Fuck.
miss. You've
Both
already
rolls will hit
used
then.
your reaction for 8 and then 13.
Ow!
He wasn't lying! The polearm guy in the back says. Cutting into a hobbit's body. Do we have any jokes yet, Cha?
I did find a few. You couldn't hit water if you fell out of boat. And his head pops.
Nice. He's like, no, my sense of ego and drive is... He just fucking collapses. Nav, it is your turn. Your boy, your Runt is getting beat the fuck out of.
Getting bored.
Yeah, I was about to say, seeing that, I'm gonna take a little movie woovie.
Alright, you will provoke an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Because I demand it, and it doesn't matter.
Alright, but if... Oh, it doesn't matter. But polearms have reached, so he's not moving out of the range, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I would about to say at that distance probably, because it's only 10 feet.
Yeah. 15,000 feet. It's fine.
More than
Yeah,
10.
whatever.
Who cares?
It's 15,000 feet. It's a really long lance.
Nav, let's hear it.
And I'm gonna swing twice
At the polearm guy?
at that one right there.
Cool. That is
I
my
assume he has
polearm guy.
polearm.
Yep. 16, 17 AC. Okay, cool. That's
Oh,
a
God.
lot of swings.
Why does it keep
That is
doing
a
that? I
lot
don't know
of
why it did that.
You will hit him once with the 24. And take him to half HP. Yeah. Okay. This guy, who just got walked away from, will come back into combat, stepping over his beleaguered / dead companion, and say, "You suck, you bitch motherfucker!" And flank you, Nav. To get his +1. He needs his +1. Okay. Right, it's your
Matters.
turn.
I am going to, as a bonus action, use my fast hands.
Okay.
And I'm going to drink a healing potion.
No. All potion drinking is an action.
And even being able to use an item as a bonus action.
It's not a use an object, it is a drink a potion action. It is a separate action entirely.
Okay.
You cannot drink faster because you have faster hands. I'm sorry. That's not how hands work.
You can splash
Okay.
it on his face.
Yeah. I'm
Then
sorry.
I'm going to just do what I'm regularly doing. And slice
You will slice him.
25.
Yep, that'll do it. Chevy Silverado.
For
Jesus.
18.
Yes. Minus 18. Cool.
That'll be it.
Okay, this guy is dead, bringing us to Yugu. Yugu, you're winning.
I like where I am. I'm just gonna keep mocking people from 60 feet away.
Okay. You mock.
Go with
Who are you mocking? You have 3 choices.
guy flanking Nav.
Okay,
That'll be a good
cool.
one.
Ooh, max
wisdom.
damage.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
Fails. Suffers 8. Oh my god, he goes to 7.
Maybe you should use smaller sword.
I'm using a polearm.
Too big.
He goes next. He'll take your advice and drop his polearm and pull out a sword and swing at Runt. Boom. I guess it didn't matter who it would have hit, but no, he can't hit. He actually can't hit Runt because so that does go to
Body.
Nav. Yeah, because he can only hit Runt with a polearm. So he took your advice.
Blocking him.
Shit. That goes to Nav for 6.
Wait, can Bane block that?
Oh shit, he's Bane.
Bane actually.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on.
If he rolls anything higher than a 1,
Say
he
2 or
misses.
more. Yeah.
I need to be re-rolling Banes. This isn't a, at every end of a turn, they get a chance to re-roll it.
Right.
So he does not have Bane anymore.
Oh, damn.
Retroactively got rid of Bane, sorry. You still get hit, suffer 6 damage. Get clapped, as we say. This guy, you know, he's just not very charismatic. Yeah, he's not. Oh, wait, it's 15, right?
Yeah, 15.
Okay, I owed him a Bane, so... Right? No, I didn't.
You rolled him twice.
Yeah, okay. I missed that one. My bad. Double click. The Fresnoth regular, still baned, still sad. Well, swing it Runt with his sword and board. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
We're doing it.
Yep. That's
5.
getting uncanny dodged for 2.
Okay. Nav, it's your turn.
Yeah.
I'll kill your friend, you armored bitch, the guy behind you says.
Um.
I got a pole arm. I'm not afraid to use it.
Pokey pokey.
Now I was gonna turn around and be like, "You what, mate?
You fucking what?
You what?
You fucking what?"
What'd you say? Oh shit, you hit me twice. For 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 9 is 18. Right?
12. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not 10 HP, motherfucker. He's going down. And he will turn to Runt and poke him once with his polearm. Get poked. Nope.
Nope.
One day I'll hit. Runt, it's your turn.
I'm going to bonus action and strike, and this time I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration just to make sure it hits.
Alright. You hit. So you'll do extra damage with this?
Yeah, I'll do the extra 2
Cool.
And it's a... What's them say?
for a total of 23 Constitution.
You will kill
Oh,
him
and
with
anyone
your
within
regular
5
attack.
feet.
He had 12
Oh, he
HP
hit-
left.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You
Just
slaughter
each
him.
creature, choice 2. And then I'm going to back up a little bit.
Didn't you bonus action to
Oh,
do your
that's
steady
right.
aim?
Never mind.
Okay, cool.
Never mind.
Yugu, it's your turn.
I mean, these guys seem unwise. I'll just pop their brain with my words.
Cool.
Go with the same guy.
You are no longer concentrating, by the way, just so you're aware. He
I see.
will
All of
suffer
them are
the
gone.
5 and go to
And
2.
disadvantage. Wow.
And go to
Okay.
the death realm.
Almost.
Oh, fuck.
He's at 2 HP.
Oh, let me guess. Your dad went for milk, never came back. Soldiers
How'd
like
you
me.
know? Are you him? He says as he stabs Nav. Yes, he will stab Nav for 10.
Wait,
Doesn't it have
disadvantage.
Oh,
Vicious
fuck.
mockery. Get mocked.
Oh. He almost got Nav. He cries out as this
felt
guy is
it.
dead. And Nav, it's your turn. Can you finish them both off?
We'll see. I'm going to bardically inspire hit that first one,
Okay.
or the one with the more health.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Roll 2d8.
oh.
And, well, no, you kill him outright. We don't need to calculate more damage.
I don't even
So
know.
much damage.
You behead him. And the next
And
guy,
then
he's got a
swing at the
sword,
other one.
but no shit. Yeah, he's gone. Nav turns in a circle and just picks 2 men in the head. And as you all recover, we are going to take our first break here. And
just call
head
me
back.
Link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will be right back. It looks like Kushima already got up. Hell yeah. See you in a bit, guys.
For Damas.
Hello, everyone. We're back after that short break. Oh my god, good shame. We're gonna look away from this mess here. We're actually just gonna grab everyone and delete them. Meager. You had just heard the telltale signs of a bomb detonating. The air bursts around you as you hear this shrill thunderclap in front of wherever your cart is going. And it's only after a couple of seconds of reeling back, somewhat dazed, just by the suddenness of this noise, you hear the screaming and shouting of people and the death knells of riding horses that have been pulling this carriage along. After a few moments of just hearing chaos, you will hear the signs of combat. What are you doing, Meager?
I can't stand up without, like, being pulled by chains, so I'm going to try to, like, listen in. Are there any, like, shouts or, like, war cries taken by the aggressors?
Definitely. A lot of, "For the Blazing Stars" had, and just like, "For Fresnoth" and "For the Council," as well as, "Fucking get 'em! We're gonna beat their..." As well as just like, "Where's my granddaughter?" Being shouted. Meager, give me a charisma check. I know you have so much of it in store. Oh, hang on.
A lot of +1, so, like, I'm good.
There you go, Rumble Roar.
I rolled a total of 6.
Perfect. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Grandma's like, "I think I hear my grandson calling for me." Inside your little carriage. But as you're, like, closing your eyes, trying to make out any details, a bigger concern will come to you, Mr. Meager. And that is the fact that your cart is rolling backwards. Whatever was keeping it upward and going uphill is no longer there, or there's not enough weight to keep it going forward. Meager. Uh-oh, town. What's going on?
Can I pull a chains and can I look out the carts?
Yes. It is barreling down the street. Not barreling, but it's starting to go. We're gonna say every time you say something that isn't an action, it's gonna increase in speed, and thus fall damage that I will put onto everyone in this cart. Just grabbing D6s now.
But the problem is I don't have anything. It's not like I can.
Uh-oh.
I got nothing for this. I have nothing.
You have your mind, friend. You are
Is it
brain
just
weak.
starting to move?
Well, it was starting to move, but now as Meager's, like, thinking, trying to sweat out any kind of plan, it's been picking up speed.
I want to jump out the side and I try to, like, Spider-Man, like, push on it as it falling.
Okay.
Like,
so
putting my legs out the cart, hit the ground, and
Meager,
use
you are
my...
in... Yes, I want to give some more detail onto this scene. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, because I want this to happen. But Meager, you are sitting in the middle. There's a person on your left, 2 people on your right. On your right's the way out. So you are getting up. Your arms and feet are chained to both of these people. So you're beginning to drag this person on your left closer to the right so that you can jump out and Spider-Man it. Okay. Anything else you'd want to do or add on to this before you jump out of the cart?
It's not like he casts any spells, so I'm just going for hope for the best.
Okay. You're at 1 HP. You understand this, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is such a fitting end for Meager if this happens.
Meager, you quickly rush out, And although you won't, just due to the way the chains are, you won't be able to do the full-on, like, I'm gonna get my back to the cart and start, like, pushing against it. You're gonna, like, hit the wheel with your body. You're gonna suffer damage. I think you have enough not to immediately die, even if I roll max damage here. So what's your total HP?
41.
Okay, well, there's no way I can... Well, I'm gonna roll 46 here. So, that means I need to deal 22 damage to kill you outright, which I don't think... God, what is the chance of that? 46? That's like a...
You'd have to get a 6, 6, 5, and 5 at minimum.
You know, I've rolled better 40, 61s. That's 4. That's a 5. That's a 1. And that's a 6.
Oh, thank God. I'm only unconscious and sucking the wheel.
16. You... heroically, I suppose, jump out of the back cart, your body being held up and supported by 3 other people who anchor you as you clip the back left wheel. Immediately, as it digs into your energy shield, it shatters, and you just feel your, like, chest get slightly pulverized. Before... the cart begins to, like, skew. You know how, like, when a shopping cart, like, one wheel locks up on you and just immediately starts to drift? Your entire carriage is going to do that. With your body acting as, like, this weird fulcrum. The cart will come to a screeching halt. It will kind of, like, spin. And in your last moments of consciousness, you will look at through the bottom side and realize that, like, 2 carcasses of, like, blown up horse were the only things, like, also anchoring this thing. And you get to go out on that imagery. We're not going to have you roll death saves just yet, but right now, it should be fine. It should be fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. You awaken hours later in a daze. Kushim. Unbeknownst to you, well, shortly after Duplin, squats down, you will hear a distant noise, far away, maybe a mile away or so. It will be like a strange airburst, but Duplin does not even register it as he looks to you and says, "We're gonna be best friends."
I like the linking up there, the timing. Why do you say that?
We have a mutual one.
Oh, talking about Neat.
Is that what you call him?
Yes.
I see.
What do you call him?
He's my friend.
You didn't ask his name?
No.
He really be your friend then?
Yes.
I think you have a lot to learn about friendship. I'll show you.
He begins to laugh, and he's like, I can't wait for that. And with that, he's going to... God, brutalize is such a brutal word. I don't know. He's going to make a demonstration of you with Neat, or to Neat. Maybe he's just a sick, twisted fuck, but he... Taking Neat, your friend will bludgeon you 1 hit point at a time. So like 8 strikes he'll get in. Because he's not a very strong person. Duplin? No, this is Duncan. Yeah, I don't think he's that strong. But we're going to double check. But every time Neat will hit you, you will hear his voice in your mind. He'll be like, I'm sorry! And then he'll, like, cut out every time he, like, reels away.
Oh, I love it.
Coochie! And just every... I'm checking his strength real quick. Okay, he's got 14 strength. So, he'll get like 3 hits in.
Can I try and on 3 or 4? Can I try and grab?
Yeah, totally. Give an athletics check. It will be contested.
Right.
Oh my god.
Fine. Just won't.
Oh man.
You're on your rolls tonight, John.
I really am. This feels good. Just beating people down. Stealing the hope away from them without even like...
Hey, just like
Kushim,
the
you
fun.
will grab Neat and like Duplin's wrist, and there will be like a weird static shock through your hand. And Neat's just like, I'm so sorry, Kushim, I can't stop it. And then Duplin will be like, oh, okay. And then I guess he'll hit you for a final time, or are you resisting now? Is it time to roll initiative?
Mostly I just wanted to catch it so I could say, it's okay, Neat, and maybe he had something to say. I don't think he's resisting at this time.
An arcane construct cannot cry, but if it could, it would right here, Kushim. You hear the most distressing not noise in your mind, and it's terrible.
There's no one around?
There's
Me
a
and
lot
this
of
old
people around. Yeah, you're in like the heart of the ritual here, bud.
Right. That's what I thought, but okay. Alright, right. Now I remember the other people. Okay. Not resisting then yet.
Okay. You get hit clobbered. As Duplan, whatever his motivation, will bop you. Bopping you greatly. Let's see his bopping staff in action. Wow. Bop. He's never gonna roll that, so I wanted to do it now. Okay. Kushim once more goes to 0. Yes, what's up?
Well, I was gonna say if that's 8 damage, I've got 10 HP. He needs to bob me again, or is this after being?
This is after
bopped by
being
Neat
bobbed.
a couple of times.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's clearly wanting to fuck with Neat here. Maybe more so than fuck with you. We go back to the 3, somewhere in the north half of the city. Your combat was noticed, gentlemen. And as like heads are peeking out of windows, and there's like one tiny voice going, yeah! Before like somebody shuts them up. You look at the 6 dead or dying or unconscious soldiers below you, and look at a battered runt.
I'm gonna
Here you go, buddy. And I'm gonna hand him a greater healing potion.
down it immediately.
Cool.
So, we're running? Yeah?
Runt nods as he's drinking.
Like, full sprint? Because, I mean, other guards don't necessarily know about this yet. Wait,
least
John, did we
hide?
hear the explosion? We heard the explosion, right?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
As Runt quickly takes a gasp after drinking that potion, he says, "We can still try to be stealth. As much good as that will do us." And then he drinks another potion.
Okay.
I mean,
This is just
at
gonna be a
least
regular
then
one.
we have the chance to get to the Citadel or whatever faster. If not, we're just gonna be, like, going at it and wasting our resources.
Murdering people that we see on the street?
You will not hear an explosion, like, at all. None of you have
Okay.
the
Yeah.
passive perception to do it. However, you will begin to hear, like, warning
Commotion.
sounds. Commotion is a good word for it. Whistles. Like, coming from the eastern side of the city. And as more of that happens around you even, you will hear other such whistles and alarms and people yelling who sound rather angry.
It's definitely time to go. Keep moving.
Yep.
So we're going to try to continue stealthily moving along towards our objective.
Yes. You move southbound. For viewers' sake, you are in this neighborhood right here. Your house was this one, right here. This was your little warehouse thing. You would pass by the
halfway there.
tavern, and then you went like so. You will make it, but not before some people, like, step out of their houses and call after you, like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" Stuff like that. But it sounds like you want to schmoove it along.
Yeah, definitely not stopping unless we are forcefully stopped.
Okay. Let's see how lucky you guys are.
Can I re-roll if you roll really bad? Because I have halfling luck.
Halfling luck.
Halfling
Re-roll
luck,
your
y'all.
rolls.
Can we get jack of all trades to this?
That doesn't tell me anything. That's a 10. Alright.
Too average.
Hey Eric, is high good or high bad?
Low is always bad, Eric.
I was about to say high is always good, but I hate you. High is good.
High is good. You guys will stop in an alleyway and get to hear another couple of patrols run past you. Your passive perceptions are shit, but they're making just enough noise and moving at just the right speed to give you ample time to get out of sight. Ducking behind cover, getting behind a corner. Runt could literally fit in a trash can if he wanted to. You all hide and obscure yourselves. And you hear, like, the heavy metal, as well as, like, the light not footsteps, but, like, yeah, I guess
Pitter-patter.
footsteps. The pitter-patter of, like, lighter infantry moving throughout the city. You'll even hear, like, the clip-clopping of horse feet, shod hooves against the cobblestone that you are running around.
Nice.
This nest is definitely shooken, so I guess we're ready to do whatever crazy stuff we're ready to do.
Yeah, team. Let's go. Shaketh more. And he's gonna put his hand like out and down.
Ron's gonna fucking roll his eyes and
I'll
shrug,
put
and
both
then he's
my
gonna
hands
put
underneath his.
he's gonna have like a dagger in one hand and put it on top of everyone's and be like, "To murder."
To murder. Fuck it.
3, 2,
Saving
1,
the
murder!
Ah!
Saving
As
the
he-
team!
As the mixed call goes out, hush to keep stealth, you will hear a voice in your head, Yugu. Yugu's spoken with Shade before, right? I don't have to describe this a millionth time.
Definitely.
Shade will call out and be like, not be like. He wants to join the call, but I don't know what he says. He's just like, save the team!
Murder!
And then Shade, like, conducts business and is like, Yugu!
Oh, yeah, hello, Shade. We're hiding.
Meager has just jumped in front of a moving cart and has almost killed himself.
Oh, where? We can go make him not like that.
He is in the east. I just watched Kushim get, like, beaten to death with a bat. Like, his bat. What the fuck happened?
neat. We were playing one, and then Kushim, he called us, and he said, "Sorry guys, we're gonna get captured." So we kept playing one for at least like 4 more hours. Eventually, we thought, well, they're probably dead. Might as well go, invade the city or whatever.
Okay. Don't do that.
Oh. So what should we do?
Go link up with whoever just jailbroke Meager, wherever they are. I don't know where they went.
Hey guys, you want to go east?
Can we also hear Shade, or is it just
No.
Yugu?
Just
Okay.
Yugu.
Everyone's gonna
I'll
look at
say
you and
the
be like,
important stuff.
okay.
like-
Well,
Miga
I
fell
mean,
out of a car to the
if
east.
Meager's dying but still alive, I mean, that's 4 is better than 3.
Well, yeah, but like Kushim just got beat with Neat, and who do we care more about, Meager or Kushim?
Or knee.
I mean, let's gonna look at Nav and say
Someone
he
is
literally-
dying
he
actively.
Yeah, he just told us Kushim got beat to death. That means he's dead. That means who cares? We can still save Meager.
I missed that part. Fine, fuck it.
I've got to
I
go
have-
advise other people, Yugu. Get your team shit together and fucking figure something out. And Shade...
Oh, we'll stop and play 1 for like another hour, I think.
Shade vanishes. As you begin to shuffle the cards, what is your decision?
We're gonna go save Meager.
Come on, I got a bit of healing magic with his name on it.
And I've got spare potions.
We'll touch him up nice and fit.
Oh, this is not the right music.
Very fitting.
Super fitting. Is this the right music? This is really dramatic. I wanted tension, not drama. Fuck it, we're going back.
How tense is the drama?
Truly tense.
Oh, I thought you said attention and not tension.
I need attention
want it.
right now.
I need it.
Now.
Can you guys just talk about me for a little while? You
Our
all...
great Dungeon Master John would never TPK us. Not once in his career has he TPK'd a party.
You're getting close. You can start heading eastbound, but the question remains: how are you going to find Meager? It's not
Very
like he has
carefully.
a communicator.
I mean, we were told that he was like he threw himself under a cart, so we're gonna look
Yeah,
for
I was
places
gonna
that
say.
have carts.
Look for a big cart with half-dead Miga.
Okay.
Yeah, preferably a cart that like looks like it's been fucked with recently.
Well,
And not
a
a moving
lot
cart.
of people are heading eastward right now. A lot of enemy combatants, one might call them. But for right now, you seem to be in a sweet spot between people moving up. Maybe you're in like a pocket, kind of like an eye of a storm, where like enemy soldiers are just moving about. But everyone's taking like shortcuts, trying to get somewhere. And now you're heading in that same direction. So I'm going to need a little bit more than carefully and looking for a cart, because there's going to be a couple of carts, some wheelbarrows as well, that you guys will pass by. None of which have Meager upon them.
Do any of these houses, these buildings, look like they have a ladder or something that might be climbable for me to get on top of them?
Yes, but you also have a climb speed, and it'd be...
Yeah. I'm looking for everyone else to follow me on top of the building,
Oh,
not
okay.
just me. That's why I'm asking.
All right. You...
Let's see if we can't spot him from the air, bird's eye view.
I'm just gonna roll dice. High is good. You will find a ladder quite quickly. And start heading up a 2-story abode, likely a townhouse-styled like shopfront, which is currently not seeing any use. You can hop up to the roof rather quickly, Runt, followed by... Does Yugu, the bright red lizard, and Nav, the heavy armored weird guy, want to climb up the roof in the first place?
Yeah, if I think I'll see Miga
Okay.
at all.
Does it feel stable?
Stable enough, yeah. If all
Okay.
one of you goes up at a time, rather than all of you shamble up, together.
Holding each other in the ladder.
Mm-hmm. Unless someone's suddenly afraid of heights, you can all climb up onto a roof.
What do we see on the roof, John?
I'm rolling a quick perception check to see if anyone spots the bright red lizard. You all clamber up to the second story. You are in this block still, right here. You haven't yet crossed the street. But over here, you can see lots of rooftops, similar structures. These blue roofs are where the noble district starts, where like the actual cool fucking houses are. And you see a smoke cloud coming around this section of the city. Not like a big smoke cloud, it's really just like a trail. And you also see a lot of soldiers through like the middle sections of the roads, like heading towards that area. You don't see anything on that, you're just too far away, and there's a lot of buildings in the way to see if, like, what's going on. But why don't you all give me perception checks? Just for fun. I know you're all gonna fail them, but, you know.
You never know.
Nice.
Every dog has its day. Oh, well.
Now I need to see how stealthy these guys are being. Okay, that's a 2 and a 3. That's
Nice.
a 6. Okay, so, Eric, Nav will spot the 3-man squad of irregulars, these lightly armored but gun-toting warriors that were heading in that direction. They must have heard something, maybe like a shingle breaking that you guys accidentally stepped on but didn't really pay attention to. Or they, out of the corner of their eye, spotted the giant red lizard man who is on top of a rooftop in the middle of the sky, contrasted by an overcast, like, gray background. So rather easy to spot. Either way, these three are pointing at you and, like, having a conversation with themselves. And they're, like, down the road, maybe, like, 200, 300 feet away from you.
Okay, so they're on the ground, or they're on the roof, on like an elevated
They're
surface?
on the ground.
On the ground.
Yeah, they were like running towards an intersection. One of them stopped, and now like all three are kind of looking in your direction.
Okay. Is there anything on the or like if the roof like slopes down at all? Is there anywhere I could grab us and pull us to?
Yeah.
As like an immediate reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then seeing them, Runt and Yugu are just gonna hear Nav be like, "Oh God, not again!" and grab them and pull them back to wherever.
Right, Yugu.
Like-
Nav's slipping. He's falling.
Ron's gonna hold on to him and say, "What's happening? What's going on?"
I saw guns pointed
Okay,
at
let's
us.
go. Let's go. Time to go.
Yeah, lay down.
You lay down. Runt, do and Nav descend.
I'm gonna fucking crawl to the ladder and then just climb my way down.
You begin to descend. I assume everyone follows Runt? Okay.
Yeah.
We need to choose a direction, because Meager is currently unconscious, and so is Kushim. And who knows what's going to happen to them here in a moment. Things
Ooh.
are in motion, but you guys don't know what's happening. So, where are you going? What's the plan? You've been spotted, clearly. But you're not being attacked in this moment.
Well, if we've been spotted and we saw a bunch of guards going to the east, I know Minger's alive, but we do still need to stop the ritual.
You know, something that was brought up 4 is better than 3, and Kushim, it could be our 4th.
Who are we closest to right now? Or I say, who are we? Like, how far away from the commotion are we compared to how far away is the centerpiece or wherever they
don't
first
know.
got attacked at? We don't know. Okay.
No. Lots of coverage. Lots of stuff in the way.
Yeah, but Meeker does have invisibility. That's kind of neat.
We know where Meager is. We don't know that Kushim was necessarily kept at the same place.
Yeah, alright, let's go for Meager.
To the east?
Let's go. To the east. Hopefully we
Let's
don't
just
run into any more guys.
the gunmen were that direction, right, John?
South and east, but yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna say the gunmen were that direction. We should probably keep an eye on rooftops.
Yeah.
Hey, DM John.
Yeah.
Could I make a gun with my bardic creation thing? Does that cost under 120 GP?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Make a gun. Spell, make gun. Spell, cast gun.
Our lizard's just gonna start popping out a Glock every time we go into a fight.
Well, I mean, you can make that the, like, firearm, but you can't make the bullets, right?
Yeah, I would need to mug the dead.
Put your
I
hands
think
up
it's called that
the
looting.
eye.
Do you want to do that?
Not right now.
You're just
but-
this red lizard partisan running through an enemy city.
Wow, it looks like the racist Pike had a reason to be racist.
Literal.
Okay.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ. Literal Call of Duty gamers over here. You three begin to run. Which direction? Just straight east? Just making a beeline for it?
They've been
Probably.
spotted now.
Yeah. Honestly, I say that we go just straight east and just keep an eye out.
Alright, I'm gonna doodle where you saw the commotion, and it will be a bright yellow doodle. Happens somewhere around, like, over here. So, if you guys were in this block somewhere, direct east is obviously that way. Southeast, where the gunmen were, is that way. And obviously,
Okay.
north back to your house is the complete other direction.
I still want to go kind of like this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, in the like middle tier houses.
Because if we go like this, that's like straight through the streets, and that's really bad.
Okay, you will begin to run, pursued, but at a distance. You know you guys are being pursued. This isn't a secret. But John's rolling dice anyway to see if you ever, like, get a beat on them, which I don't think you do. Yeah, your passives are shit. Okay. You all begin to schmoove. And, what's the pace you guys are going? Are you going fast? Or are you going slow?
I would say a medium pace. Like,
Like a
not
jog.
trying to create.
Okay.
Yeah, not like
Normal.
Not like anything super. Yeah, we want
We're
to.
not
We want to
running,
still.
we're not hiding.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're not trying to make any noise, but we're not going slow either.
You dart in the direction, and you guys will, I guess, meet up with a strange-looking group that are heading clearly towards Ritten's house, which you, by coincidence, are passing by. Because he was in this block, which John can't really think. He's actually this brown house right here. 3,500 feet away from the end of your initial zone.
Wow.
Wow.
I suppose they look like they're going towards Ritten's house. Like, very
Yeah.
clearly.
Clearly, Runt, you recognize Ritten. You saw him like 18 hours ago. He's holding some kind of like shovel in his hand. And there are 8 other people with him. Each with purplish and yellow armbands on their biceps, which they are removing and pocketing like handkerchiefs. And give me perception checks, all 3 of you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We are too perceptive, this party.
Alright, Eric is going to see a little ways beyond them, kind of obscured in an alleyway, are about 7 other people holding what appears to be a carcass between them all.
Run's gonna come up to Ritten and say, "Hey, good to see you again.
Hey, yeah, we need to go.
Yeah. Did you see our friend anywhere by that fire thing?
Yeah, he's currently
Explain
being
what-
carried by a bunch of prisoners. I gotta go get my other pipe bombs.
Is that who's back there then?
Yeah. And he
Oh.
just leaves immediately, and the other 8 people following him are just like glancing at you, and they're like, "Come on, guys!" And the 7 chained prisoners, one an old woman holding Meager's feet, who you can now see clear, but he's like missing like a big section of his robes. And just like his gem encrusted, or is it chitin? Is it gemstones? What's the deal with your skin, Meager? You're muted.
His chest is kind of like a worm skin.
Oh,
like-
okay. So you see this like
yeah.
wrinkly, blackish, brownish flesh that has just been like burned or like rubbed off clean, and it's just like raw muscle there now, and just skin. It's bleeding. Probably not too bad, but it's just like the entire first layer has just been cleaved off.
Yugi, you think you can handle that?
Well, I can try magic for his shield, but he's kind of fucked up, yeah.
Use a potion if you have to. We can't afford to let him die.
I will feed him a healing potion.
And then Run's gonna look over at Nav and say, "You want to hunt down those fucking gun guys before they kill all these guys here?"
What? One of the prisoners asked, still chained. Like, this is like a weird, oh, you know, like the polka dot game? I'm forgetting what it's called. Where you,
Twister?
I think
Or-
it's Twister, yeah.
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 Where you
Uh,
spin and you have to put
yeah.
X appendage on.
Yeah,
All-
that's Twister.
All 8, including Meager, are in this weird, like, Twister position to, like, walk in any form of speed.
But first, do you think you could break their chains with your war pick?
That's what we're doing, Ridden shouts! But, if you, with a magical tool of destruction, wishes to speed this up, by all means.
Yeah, just save your bombs. Alright, everybody line up as best you can, or at least, like, spread in a circle. I don't give a fuck, just stay out of the way.
Okay. You will hammer it as Meager. You come to consciousness with 7 hit points as your red-scaled lizard man friend holds a potion to your lips, which is emptied.
Oh god.
Oh, he lives. That's cute.
Ah, that hurt.
Yeah, that doesn't look pleasant.
Hello. You killed yourself, I think.
You died and
What?
went to hell, Meager.
He's a hero, an old woman says, slapping Yugu in the face as soon as Nav, like, breaks her chains.
Nav is gonna be like, shut the fuck up and slap her back.
Oh! You slap her. Roll strength. No, I'm kidding.
You kill her instantly.
Yeah, one
No.
hit.
He shows restraint.
This old 70-year-old woman comes up to Meeker to help him up as Nav frees everybody, assumedly. right?
Yeah.
Okay. Whacking at it. You guys will likely hear a gunshot by now as someone hidden, obscured within an alleyway takes a pot shot at someone who is not any of you. Fucking Orion. Based Orion. Answering business calls. Right here, right now on stream. What a Chad. Doesn't give a shit.
The Sigma mindset.
Every
Take
fucking
phone
game.
calls.
No matter what it
Ligma
is.
grind set.
Business.
Sigma
Business.
mindset.
What's going on?
Business.
It's a natural 1 and a natural 20. Good thing it's at advantage because he's hidden. He will pop a motherfucker. One of your friends will shout, "Ow!" As
Can we see where the shot comes from?
not with your passive perceptions. He will do quite a bit. John will roll this partisan's HP. John will check. Can he roll above a 13 hit points? Yes, he can, definitely. Yes, he can, and yes, he does. This is a max health partisan. With 27 hit points. He gets shot and shouts at everyone, "We're taking fire! Get to cover!" And you guys, with your maximum, like, HP, you guys aren't fucking phased by a single gunshot, right?
What do you mean maximum HP?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Meager,
Chief.
you're prone. You're obscured by several bodies. A lot of the civilians will immediately just kind of take off as soon as they're freed. They're like, oh shit, bullets are flying. A couple go prone, taking cover. Other people just like head deeper into the city or to the exterior.
Run's gonna take cover behind a wall and have his shield up and ready, taking the dodge action.
Okay. Fighting will begin. It will be very guerrilla-esque. But you have now got Meager, which is good. Do you really need to stay for this shitter combat that's happening between, like, CR 1/2 dudes?
No, I just don't want to get hit.
So to be clear, they're not attacking us at all.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
People.
Okay, then yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Alright. You will hear Ritten's voice amongst the combat, the pursuing combat. He's just like, "You motherfuckers thought I couldn't work an egg timer!" And then there'll be like a thunderclap as another pipe bomb goes off.
Damn, I sure hope he doesn't make my jewelry. Holy fuck.
Just avoid the egg cooker accessories.
It would be exciting, at the least.
Oh, you know those, like, shitty-ass watches that terrorists use? I bet he has just a shit ton of them.
You know, the tyrant said that each party had a living bomb, but I didn't think he meant it quite this way.
Literally.
In this new neighborhood, what are you guys planning to do?
Get Meager basically up to speed and catching him up and saying,
You're over here
we
somewhere.
still have to stop the ritual. We managed to get you, but we haven't had the slightest clue where Kushim is. Other than that he's being beaten to death.
We saw a giant, kind of like building in center, straight center of the area. On top of that building, they have braziers and like a magical circle and all that. We were able to fireball it, or I was able to fireball it using my last high level spell slot, but to kind of save us, Kashim had us surrender.
Do you know how to fight without spells, Meager?
No, but
Well, that's just too bad. And Run takes out a
have-
dagger and he hands it to Meager.
well, I can do this, yeah.
Hey, just last resort.
Just stay back.
Well, what?
Even
yeah, what
behind you,
spell
Goo.
Don't worry,
Can
I
you
still have
cast
spells.
right now?
I still have 2 casts of
Bang, bang.
Fire. Well, we can
Magic
talk about
missile.
this.
Let's
We can
go.
talk
Wow,
about
they're
this
really
magic
going
missile,
at it,
but
aren't they?
Boom,
We need to head
boom,
to the middle.
boom. Pew, pew. Ah.
It's nerf or nothing.
I have God and anime on my side. They're just cycling through dialogue.
Never should have
Will
come
help
here.
scream at
Whoa.
least 3 times.
Yeah. What's the plan?
Heading to the middle. And
Okay.
we're hopefully
big
continue
cushion
to
the
not get
ground.
spotted.
Well,
We can try.
Why is there a helicopter in my soundtrack? What the fuck?
suddenly
Alright.
Tulst drives by.
Yeah,
FBI,
so
open up.
Turns out it's not any type of like ritual magic that's making that circle in the clouds. It's just a big ass
bunch of
helicopter
helicopters.
rotor.
The
It's
ozone layer.
one city-sized helicopter. It's not even a helicopter. It's like one of those fucking. It's like the Avengers. What is it called? That giant fucking aircraft.
Oh, what is that thing called?
Yeah,
what's the Avengers? No, okay, we're done.
that's what Meager is. He's an Avenger.
True. Actually true. You guys start heading deeper into town. It's probably like 3 p.m. at this point. You guys have been fucking around for more or less 2 hours, going stealthy, getting beat up, traveling, dodging sniper fire at this point. You will easily retreat from whatever combat is happening in this block and start heading away from where all the guards are currently heading. Okay. John's trying to find better music. Daggers, weapons in hand. You all will make it into the next block of nice-looking noble houses. Here you will find much older and ancient architecture. There are marble and stone houses that have like gargoyles carved into like every single corner of them. The gutters will be pooled with water. You will even pass like a cart of someone who is just like going about their day as if nothing bad is happening at all in their city. Just them and their little stagecoach will be like, hoo, 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 clopping down the side street as you guys like stare at them in not
I really
concern,
can stab him. No, I'm just kidding.
but like that's a pretty fucking weird thing to see.
Ugh,
Chad.
rich people.
Good for him.
Yeah, they don't care.
Who needs reality when you have denial?
True. As you guys continue to head towards the Citadel, or not really the Citadel, but what had once been a citadel of some kind, you will begin to find much more guard presence that has been like stationed here, to the point where no matter which way you want to go to proceed further down, there will be many more fights to be had.
I don't know if I should drink a potion now or later.
The roads have become much more narrow as well. They used to be wider for greater traffic, but here in the old town, not so much. There's like maze works of alleys, and there's only like the main thoroughfares that are like truly wide, and it's not even like that wide. This map's a little deceptive in that regard, but I don't want to like spam houses out.
Run's gonna take his shield off. He's gonna equip his bow.
Okay.
And he just looks at Nav and says, now that we've got Meager back, I think I feel more comfortable being at range for now.
Oh, so are we just gonna like do a mad sprint?
I can make a little object. It'll go with you. It'll die for you. No problem. If you want to step back, it can step forward.
Personally, I think we should try and find out which side has the least amount of guards and take that one on. Or the one that has a gate, if that fails. So we can, find our way in.
Wait, Mr. Marvel, you came here earlier. Was there a good way to get in? No guards, very
You
safe.
didn't happen to leave any rope lying around, did you?
A grappling hook, maybe.
None that wouldn't be detected.
Well?
All of these places have people covering the tops of buildings and in alleyways. Either we take out one of the side or one of the alleyways and take heavy fire from the top, or I don't know.
I mean, if you and Yugu deal with whoever shoots down on us, me and Nav can deal with whoever comes to face us frontwards or on the ground. Especially if it's as narrow as you say. Nav is a pretty big boy. And whatever gets past him, I'll have to take on myself. We'll stop whoever's on the ground from getting to you, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the two of you have considerable range at your disposal.
60 feet from me.
I have some
considerably.
range. I will definitely be the one running away if you two start falling over.
Well, I wouldn't expect anything less.
That's
Let's hope it
fine.
doesn't come to that.
Thank you then.
So, alleyways it is?
Well, I think if we are walking down a narrow path like this, I should summon my battle pet. Actually, it lasts for an hour.
Can you tell me
And-
what it's actually called? I've been trying to find it in the compendium.
It says dancing item. That's the only name of the creature I can find.
Cool. I found it.
Okay.
I will give it a token.
It's very simple. It hits things and it dies. AC 16.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. The same as me.
You're a battle pet, buddy.
I really am, let's be honest.
What
You
is...
do a lot more damage than a battle pet.
Oh, fuck. There it is. What is the hit points it has?
40 right now, and
40?
it should have +3 to hit.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
more.
literally just a battle pet. We even have the same
Yeah.
HP.
Wow.
10 plus 5 times my bard level, so 40.
Okay. So... There we go. John is just editing this token real quick, and then he will remove the default token, because the default token is trash.
Icky ugly.
And then when he pulls out dancing item, it will spawn with 40 hit points. He will give you access to this. What is your name again, Val? There we go. It is now in your journal and can be edited and controlled by you. There you go. All you have to do is drag it on.
Yep.
Alright, you summon a dancing sword, a dancing handgun, like...
Yeah, speaking of guns.
Honestly, it will be whatever medium-sized trash we see along the road.
Alright,
Angry trash can.
a bouncing trash can made of some kind of aluminum will chase after Nav. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Da, 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 da.
Alrighty. How do I want to say this?
You're fucked.
Kinda, yeah. So, currently, this is kind of a situation, as it so far stands. Enemies are to your east that are heading up to whatever fucking thing is going on in the north. That is kind of a distraction, getting rid of the shitters and people who can be spared from whatever sort of ritual defense, or whatever defense this ritual has. Downside is that nothing else is drawn off the people currently defending the ritual site. You are still over 1,000 feet away from where even the main defenders are. This is where you'll be running into combat patrols and station guards and squads of people, which, once they detect where a localized threat is, they will clearly move to end it, including other squads nearby. What you guys can do, I suppose, is charge down the first street you find and try to cut a path to where you hope Kushim is. We'll do a bunch of combat encounters and see how long you last, I guess. But it's tantamount to a suicidal charge. Do you have any other ideas and or things to get more of a defense off, or are we dedicated to going out in a blaze of glory here?
I don't have anything that could.
There's no. I think we already talked about this, but there's no sewer system, right?
Yeah, there is. You're in a city.
Not in the old town or like the junk town.
The outskirts part.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
At least where we were hiding, the warehouse, there's no
Mhm.
sewage.
Yeah, like, not
Do we-
immediately there, but, like, it's raining here all the time. If there's no sewage, the city would have flooded by now, right?
Yeah. At least the center part, that's super low.
Do we see any grading or water filtrations like systems?
Yeah, there's gutters
To,
everywhere.
like-
You're basically
there-
going down a giant toilet. There needs to be sewage systems, or at least, like, waterways that large amounts of water can transport and be filtered out into the countryside.
Is there an opening big enough for us to go down?
Like a manhole? Not immediately, but I want you all to know this is the first time anyone has brought up the sewers.
Really?
Yeah.
No, we brought it up before.
Uh,
You just said there's nothing immediately near us, so we're like, okay, so we're not.
Yeah,
gonna
we
look
looked
for it.
around. We don't see any sewage.
Because that was
alright.
before we found our safe house, so we had like a
Okay.
million other things on our mind.
True.
Well, we can
Say-
search for one now.
We
Felt
don't
a
necessarily have
little
to go
gaslit there.
directly into the building, but if we could even just reduce how much time we're on the going through streets.
My trash can can hover. Could probably carry a lighter person somewhere.
So I
We
guess
wanna
we're going
put
in the
front-
sewers.
We want to put Run in the trash can.
In the trash can. No, the trash can would have to
he
carry him.
belongs.
That is super inefficient.
Yeah, it would go nowhere, but
Yeah,
we could eventually.
It's for the memes.
I guess.
I could hide in it.
It
I'm
doesn't
the
have
trash
the. Yeah, you could hide
I'm
in
the
it.
trash man. I hate garbage.
I throw trash on the ring.
Yeah. So yeah, you can find a manhole definitely, and like go into the sewer system, but that's no guarantee that you'll go the right direction, right?
Right.
That's what I'm worried about. There's like either one, like there won't be a clean and easy like manhole near where
Way
we want to go,
there.
and also
Yeah.
how would we know where we're going?
Well, I assume downhill is still the same to center,
Which
right?
way is
Like-
downhill in the sewer? Might be flat, slight decline.
And only one of us can actually see in the dark.
I can give you sketches again.
Two of us.
I mean, I could.
Well,
make mark, like I could use my pick to mark, just like, you know, make a scuff or something. But you're right, there's no guarantee that there's a good spot to
Hey.
pop back up. I just think it's better than running.
Yuku, can you compass?
Yeah, no problem. Easy peasy.
And there we go. Yeah, that's the solution. Now we know the directions, even the underground.
Okay.
So what happens
we
when
can
you
go
Okay.
the right way?
don't have a
but-
direct way to go the
Yeah.
direction you want? Because sewer
Also, how
systems
would we-
are built to be super accommodating to a lot of different things, and then there are just like smaller sections that just have pipes, right? So like an individual's home, for instance, doesn't need like a human-sized sewage system because not that much waste is coming through it, right? But like
And
the
also
main waterways, definitely.
We also have no way of knowing like how far we need to go before we need to stop. So like if we just went in a direction, let's say just hypothetically we could go in a straight direction that if we wanted to go, we still wouldn't know how long it would be before we got there or how long it would take for us to get to the spot where we wanted to stop and then find something to go back to the surface.
We would just have to pop up randomly.
Yeah, we'd have to try.
You just have
like,
to.
oh, hello. Are you going to
But
kill
I
us?
mean, the alternative is being in the middle of the road and getting pincered by 2-3 different squads
Yeah.
on
And
top of whoever's
It's
going to
not
be shooting
a
at us
good
from
solution,
above.
but it is a potential one. Is there any other plans we can think of? Any
we
other?
want to take out some guys with guns. We could take those. I mean, I don't know how to use it, but they're loud. They look like they hurt.
I imagine the only other thing that we have that we know of are the cultists and the rebel people, but those are probably what's causing the distraction. I don't know how many spare people we could round up.
If
Because it
they'd
already
even be
takes us
willing.
long enough to... Yeah, it already takes us long enough to get here, having it just got meager. And they were just in a firefight, headed in the direction that we didn't want to go. So...
You know, there's no... As far as we know, Kushima's dead. Which means we're not necessarily in a rush to save anybody's life. We do still need to disrupt the ritual. But
We
there's
might-
no reason we
If
have to
we
go
are not worried about
right
Kushim,
now.
yeah, we could go through the sewers and scout them. Find where they go. Maybe even find some more of this ritual hidden away underneath his secret door somewhere, you know?
Just, I mean, even underground, I would assume we would hear Tolst's army when it starts fucking shit up.
So we just stay underground until it's time to pop back up like moles?
Yeah, or I mean, we don't necessarily have to
against
stay
it.
underground. We don't necessarily have to stay underground the whole time, but it gives us a lot more. We don't have to beeline it to our deaths when we have another potential option.
Yeah. I just didn't realize we had another potential option. That's
And
all.
What I can do is every time we make a because I've kind of know near the area, I can create like an illusion on a wall to of like a rudimentary map of how we are underneath. How are we moving underneath? Because I can see under ground, or I can see it in the dark. And it's better than, and we can use that as a kind of a keep a track of our direction and the distance, even if it's estimation.
Are you
It's
saying you
better
want
again.
to make a map out of rocks?
No, I can do this. I'm going to use my illusion to create like a kind of like a like a line map of like us moving down streets and like
So when you
it's a
say
dimension of,
map,
like
this is literally like doodles on a piece of paper.
exactly,
Yeah.
but it's better than it's like you drawing like potential pathways in the pathway you actually went.
It's not a hologram, is what I'm trying to get across.
Yeah. I'm using like look on the ground, like make the illusion on the ground, and like a drawing.
Okay.
Like it's just chalk, but made with your
Yeah.
brain.
Kind of like that.
I mean, I also just have chalk.
There we go.
Well, illusions don't waste chalk, and I can make it
I have-
disappear.
I have 6 pieces of chalk. We went through 3 entire dungeons without me using one whole piece. I have chalk, Meeker.
Well, we
I
keep
appreciate
talking-
the thought, though.
We keep talking.
Tensions are
but
flaring.
don't go anywhere.
Efficiency is being brought up as an argumentation. Fighting is
I thought it was a
occurring.
cool idea.
It is a cool idea. Someone triggered me with the fucking hologram once, and just like, I'm gonna make a constellation with minor illusion. Just fucking pissed me off out of the stratosphere. You all together can, I suppose, descend into a sewage system. You find the nearest manhole, probably off the main thoroughfare. Maybe on like a sidewalk somewhere, because obviously you don't want to have your manhole covers in the dead center of a busy street. Kicking it open, you have enough strength to do that. You have a pick to get a hook underneath one of the rings. You pop it open, see the tiny ladder. Nav is a tight fit, but he will be able to, I suppose, make it under. And you guys enter the terrible ancient sewage system of the province of Morning Glory, once a principality. I don't have a map of the sewer system, guys. So,
If you would believe it.
I am going to. When I don't know what to do, I just roll dice and see what they tell me.
Well, the easiest way for like sewer system is to follow the roads, right? So that's why I thought it was gonna
Maybe
be
in
easy.
like a modern city that makes sense, but welcome to wacky vampire world that is intentionally backwater and like complicated. Anything you think is simple and like super smart and like super efficient, why the fuck would a vampire care about that shit? They're here to terrorize. They're here to slink around. Like, how dare you enter my sewage system? Now I'm gonna hunt and eat you. That's what
Has to be a maze.
That's what vampires do, Meager. You get down there and you're like,
This
why
place
do
sucks.
all the roads twist and spiral? What's going on? John rolled dice. Meager, is high good or is high bad? I want you to tell me.
It has been good so far, so we'll
Okay.
keep on that.
Everyone thumbs up his decision as John rolled a 6. You guys!
He couldn't have known. That's fine.
Yeah.
He took the gamble.
He took the gamble. See, you always break it up. You all begin to not spread out, but like begin sneaking around. You will enter like cubbies that are clearly just meant to take in water, and like your tallest member, or probably anyone who clambers up Nav, can like peek out onto the main streets, where you will see like gargoyles looking down upon you. Sometimes you'll see like the feet and ankles of soldiers patrolling. You'll hear the echoing chains. In which direction you're going, you will always try to go southward, or like a southwest motion. But time will tick on as you guys look for your exit. John's gonna roll. What's a good number? You know, I rolled a 6. We're gonna roll a d6. All right. Cool. It's getting later in the day, and although it's summer, it's always overcast here. The sun goes quick with the sun sets in the west, so it's not going to be too dark, but evening will come quicker than normal here. Around 5 is where, like, it'll become dark, but it'll be like that dark blue rather than pure nighttime darkness. And as the sun begins to set in the far west, I'm wondering if we should take another break. Does anyone need a break? We have like 18 minutes left. Okay. And we're gonna come back to Kushim as a party hunts for his whereabouts and potential freedom. Kushim, it is sunset when you awaken, and unlike the first time you woke up, where you weren't bound and you weren't, you were still beaten then, huh? You awaken manacled, with Duplan hanging out with some of his cleric boys. He has Neat held hostage, literally like on his hip, as your old arcane focus, as it were, would have been. And as you wake up, you see that old man again, leading in a procession of 7, 8, 9 people who are all kind of dressed lightly. You know how when, like, someone's getting baptized, they wear that, like, religious frock? This, like, white gown, almost. There's a similar thing going with them. And they are, although unchained, they are clearly, like, being moved against their will as they are flanked by armed guards. Those plate-armored bastards who just seem to be causing so much frustration in the city. You remember seeing them. One of them looks uncannily like the one who robbed Ritten, your good friend with the fixation on pipe bombs and jewelry's house.
One of these guards looks like that.
Yeah.
The one who went to up and help him up.
Yeah. Who kidnaps his granddaughter or something?
Okay, yeah, I recognize the smell.
Yes, of course. The fucking smell. That sweat of
The
musk.
special sort of, yeah,
Yeah.
nice sexy musk.
They'll kidnap your kids. That kind of musk. Kidnapping
Predator.
Kids by John Dungeon Master. My new fragrance.
Fragrance for predators.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
The abductor's scent. Kushim, you look at this old man with his, like, beard to, like, back neck hair. Just a horrible, angry man. Do this ceremonial gifting of prisoners to Duplan and his 4 assistants. These clerics will begin gesturing towards the unlit pyres, the yellow sigils that are sort of just like hovering an inch above the ground, beginning to light up as people, demi-humans of clear non-human origin, are more or less being chained, like, backs above currently empty flames. It doesn't look good.
I'm keeping quiet at this point. Maybe not just saying everything that comes into my head, because I realize it's gotten me hurt. I'm gonna keep quiet for a bit.
Okay. You keep quiet for a bit. A lot of the people have to be cajoled or threatened with violence to get on the braziers. It is a horrible scene that Kushim will bear witness to. For everyone knows what will likely be coming next. However, there is a brief pause in the torment you are about to watch as a weird ritual continues. As a horse coming from the center, the clearing of the overcast sky, that big pure circle just punched a hole straight through this cloudy sky, will fall with wings flapping. A strange horse-like entity beginning to spiral downward towards you. Many people will do as Kushim does as they look up, hearing the flapping noise of a Pegasus. A creature of myth that has never been seen before and looks like a weird chimera to most people. But circles in the air, its hooves kicking against the sky as though it were solid ground or maybe water, if we want to hold the sinking analogy.
Does it have a rider?
It does have a rider upon it. Let's talk about the rider real fast. Wait, Kushim, you've seen this person. Give me a charisma check. Yeah. Sean opens a character sheet.
But have I smelled them?
Maybe. I think so.
Yeah.
That's how Kushim actually remembers people by scent.
Have I smelled them before? You haven't smelled them before, but you have seen them before. With a long sword on her hip, with a bun of red hair, this plate mail wearing... Yes, this ornate plate mail wearing woman will descend upon her Pegasus. It will clap and clomp this white mare or stallion in front of the two clerics, and you will hear the voice of Fresnoth as she shuffles off her summoned steed. You'll also see the strange light of the main bull fire that has not been extinguished glint off her skin, casting her in a very dark orange / red light, giving her this like very weird and menacing silhouette of crimson. Much different than the pale yellows of the two clerics. And she will more or less shout at the old man. Like, she doesn't draw steel or anything like that, but she full on yells, like, why the hell have you summoned me? What is so pressing that it needs my attention? Do you not know I'm currently trying to win a war? And the old man, in a placating but like clearly patronizing way, like, nod, yes, of course, you're winning the war, as are we all trying to assist you, warlord. Duplan, with Neat, will bow down just a little bit to show reverence. And Fresnoth, of course, will see Neat, sensing a new magical item. She'll glance at it. And then look to, well, just around at the strange ceremony taking place, and she seems genuinely confused with what is happening. And she'll more or less just call out and like, what is happening here? What's going on? Does Kushim do anything? I know how much he loves to run his mouth, so...
I, as a player, I feel like, sure, now is an appropriate time for interaction. But, as a character, this is a bad time for interaction, huh?
What would Kushim do, Kushim?
Beaten to death. Is he still gonna say anything? I think he's still curious. He's gonna watch and see what's going down.
He's going to watch as the counselor begins to speak and try to placate Fresnoth then. He says, "My warlord, this is all for the continuation of our grand stratagem. We have even gone so far as to draw the attention of our arch enemy." And he points to you. "This is an agent of the Pretender, the Boy King, in Tolst." And Fresnoth now looks to you, Kushim. And she will make her own charisma check, because she might recognize this rather recognizable Bugman, who was there when she had a fucking fire tornado summoned around her, or something. Nope, she rolled a 3. He's like, actually, yeah, it doesn't matter. She scratches her head. "Oh, he doesn't look like one of yours, but... Really? He showed up here?" And, the counselor, the old man, just nods along. He's like, yes, the tyrant of Tolst. This is one of his sorceress servants who tried to interrupt Duplin and his ritual.
Did I hear that right? It doesn't look like one of yours.
Yeah. And Fresnoth will, slowly approach and in plate mail awkwardly, take a knee before you and, look you in the eye and ask you directly, "You serve the tyrant?"
Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't expect him to just admit it. And she, gets a couple of, stern chuckles from the people, around her. Just, some guards and clerics. But Duplin and the old man just, maintain their, yes, of course. Ha, very funny. And
why would I lie about it?
Oh, yeah, loyalty to your country and all that? Do you not have honor or loyalty, or...
Would you believe me if I said that I didn't work for him?
No? But, it'd be expected that you'd
yes.
say no, and then... Alright, well, you're just... Okay, well... We got a hostage? She asks. And Duncan and Duplin, eye each other. They're like, yeah, a hostage. So, and she's like, cool. This seems perfectly reasonable and great. And then she looks at the people being bound on their backs by braziers and is like, what? What's this? Is this some weird interrogation area all of a sudden? And then...
Asking me?
No, she's just asking everyone around. Seeming to be genuinely confused by the current happenings, Kushim. And the old man is just like, Warlord, why don't we speak in the Citadel briefly? We don't need to have a conversation here in front of the spy. She's like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. And, like, nods her head. And will leave this area, leaving Duplin with you once more. What do you take of this, Kushim?
What the fuck just happened?
You should have spoken up.
Yeah,
Man, I was waiting. I was.
To the
Hey,
tell on them.
meta conversators, chill.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was weird. And as they leave and the gates close, Duplin, your new best friend apparently, will take a will more or less do his little Slav squat once more, looking at you. And he's like, "Why didn't you tell me you woke up? We could have kept our conversation going."
I don't know what you want from me.
I want you to suffer, he says, with like a mad cackle. What the fuck just happened? Temer's quoting us, apparently, guys. Duplin has, I suppose, one final true question for Kushim. And he wants to know where you got Neat from, because Neat wouldn't tell him, even after he beat you into unconsciousness with Neat. Like, apparently he wouldn't betray whatever sort of origination Neat himself had. But apparently this guy's been getting a lot of information from his new cane that you have gifted him.
Oh, well, I suppose I can tell you, but you have to answer some of my questions first.
Be brief, please.
Who is that man with the good haircut?
The counselor? His name is Duncan.
Okay.
Like Duncan,
I've heard of
Idaho, from the hit... No, okay.
Oh, okay. And why is Fred not here?
He looks around, looks at the clerics who are like... They're going back to work, but they're like, what's our leader doing? And the guy, he looks like up at the other guys who are the complete opposite of the curious clerics, who are just like dead-eyeing the exterior like murderous machines. And he like comes down and he even deploys Neat. That's like how much of control he has. Like he activates the +1 AC field around himself. Just to, like, show, and just, like, he rests his chin on the top of Neat's, like, little crystal you embedded in him that he never removed. And he just whispers, "Don't tell her." But, and we're gonna end it there since it just hit 9 o'clock. We're gonna end it on that cliffhanger, as Duplan will give you a little secret. That's where we'll start off our next session of the Destrian affair. Conclusion, part 2? Maybe part 3? Who knows? Who knows what may happen? Discovery team, Eric, the other Eric in the Monday team, asked me to try out a new thing where we go around the table and say what we enjoyed about today's session. And give positive feedback to our players, our DM, and our audience who is in the chat. So, starting with other Eric, also known as the first Eric. Eric, who plays Nav. What'd you enjoy about today's session?
We had a lot of good vibes this session. Even with us being split and 3 points at one point in time. Like, you know, we had the jokes. We had the goffs.
The gaffs.
Everybody had fun, I
Hell
presume.
yeah. I hope so. Did my music just cut out? Yeah, it did. Runt, also known as Gibby. What'd you enjoy?
It's gonna seem kind of silly, but I enjoyed almost getting our entire party killed, and I was legit convinced the only option we had was to do the death run and just mow through people. I was 100% convinced, like, we either become a fucking just like the murder dwarves and literally chainsaw our way through everyone in here, or we die a glorious death trying. And I thought that was pretty great until someone was like, hey, what about the sewers, though? And I was like, but I was ready. I had accepted my death.
Damn.
I kind of was. Me too.
I was ready to move on with everything, and now it's like, but what if you didn't have him? Like,
what if we didn't torpedo the whole campaign? Kushim, also known as John, what'd you enjoy?
I like this suggestion, and I enjoyed so many things about this session. I'm glad that Meager got away. I thought like, oh okay, I've fucked us up, and now it's not just me, but Meager is gonna die. So I'm glad that you guys went for them. I like the tension. I thought you did a really good job balancing between the different people doing different things and keeping. That was really great. And
Thanks.
What is going on with Fresno? I thought she was gonna come in and be like, I thought she was gonna somehow be like, wait a minute, and we're gonna have a fight, and I could sneak away, but that didn't happen.
Oof.
Anyways, I loved it.
Yugu, also known as John, what'd you enjoy?
I think everyone's gonna bring this up. The fact that you somehow got 3 different groups, or it's like 2 individuals in a group, to end up together at the end of one session, I think. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you, DM John, for figuring out what we wanted to do.
No problem. Meager, Orion, what'd you enjoy? Getting Spider-Man-ing yourself?
Alright, so I didn't know it would be that strong. I thought, like, I get that my, like, hesitancy probably. Yeah, so he probably thought it was something different. In the session, though, I definitely agree with everyone else. Like, I like how you did something that most DMs will only dream of, having separate party, quote, split the party without having to split the story.
Oof.
And having to all interact.
Thank you. Yeah, I have been watching a lot of The Mentalist, and that has helped me, surprisingly, do, like, split narratives. Because they have a lot of A, B, and C plots, you know, guys, watch The Mentalist at least the first 4 seasons before it starts to, tank rather quickly, which,
You're right,
okay.
John.
My favorite part of the session was having everyone show up. Thanks so much that we didn't have anyone drop out. I've been planning this for, well, you guys gave me 2 weeks to plan. And although I had a lot of, like, what are they gonna do? I did not, for some reason, calculate we need to go in. We need to go hard right now. We're gonna run it down mid. Which is what almost occurred, and I was like, wow, we're just doing this. I need to prepare some maps real quick.
TPK, here we come!
Always be prepared for the self-suicide.
So thank you all so much. I learned how to do nameplates, so Eric, you lazy piece of shit, if you don't give me one, I will make you one, and you won't like it. So you better watch out.
Bet you I will.
All right. Guys, thank you all so much for joining us. Normally, we wouldn't have a Game Friday because we don't have Games Friday. But guess what? We're going back in time to the Weave of Fate, to the Age of Mist. We're going. Or Age of Myths? I don't know what I'm calling it. We're going to go fight some fucking dinosaurs as cavemen. It's going to be a ultra hard campaign because there's not going to be armor. There's not going to be weapons. We're going to put some naked PCs, level 1, with spears and javelins against the world and see what happens. So that's tomorrow, where we'll do tribal and character creation, and then further on, we'll just fucking go. And then Saturday, we have the Saturday team. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're going back and having, like, existential crises. Like, what is it to be a horse?
I don't know. Ask a political team. They know
Yeah.
all about that.
My fucking campaigns are weird. I didn't realize this until, like, someone told me. So, we'll be seeing you guys later. And have fun. Go watch The Mentalist. See ya.
I wanted to run it down.
I wanted to too, but I was like,